To close up the board, Mark, you can look.
We're working on fixing YouTube. I thought that was Link. This is actually Hyperlink. You
It's
can
true.
click on him.
I am going to say, I think I like playing Minecraft with them.
Playing Minecraft with them?
Playing Minecraft with them.
Okay, it's gonna be good way to flirt over on this side, I do believe. Yeah, all right. Good way to flirt, bad way to flirt.
It's true.
Playing Minecraft with them. If they like Minecraft, that's a good way to flirt, right?
Yep.
Right? I mean, you're playing a game together, having a connection. But though I think, you know, just random softball first date, do you play Minecraft? I don't think that's gonna land well every time. But hey, if you're playing with them that dudes they already have an account or someone interested in the game, I'll say it's a little teeny tiny bit to the good way to flirt side.
Alright. And then I'll say, chatting on Discord.
Chatting on Discord.
Chatting on Discord.
Same placement. Not romantic, but at least you're chatting with them. YouTube, we are trying hard to fix the audio issue. We apologize.
And last but not least, quick first round with a wink.
With a wink.
With a wink.
Okay, you're in the right ballpark, but like you can probably put down a little more footwork than that.
A little footloose on it.
Yeah. I'm logging in right here. I think it's just a little bit to the good way to flirt side.
All right. Anthony says I've called y'all like that 100 plus times. Listen, Anthony, I recognize that Markiplier Farquaad avatar anywhere. That's what I said. When people just drop the Rhett and Link, right? I know that they've been here plenty of times before, and that kills me. Like in a good way, not in a bad way. Not like in a serial killer way, but in like, oh, I'm dead ass, skull emoji.
I'm dead.
Alright, good way to flirt, bad way to flirt. Play Minecraft, chatting on Discord with a wink.
Let's see it. Yo, let's go. Not bad at all. Great first round today. I feel comfortable calling that a 3.
Alright.
I can see orange peeking out when I turn it this way. I have to turn it pretty darn far to see the yellow sticking out. I think I'm gonna call that a 3.
Are you a fat polar bear from Tennessee? Because when the ice breaks, hey, how are ya? That's for country Mozart.
What the hell?
Definitely a 3.
I don't know how I feel about that line. I think that wouldn't be taken well. I think if your opening line is, are you a fat polar bear, it doesn't matter where the rest of that sentence goes.
Girl, you fat polar bear, because...
And they're already gone. You do not get in. All right. Well, let's do yet another custom card that was submitted recently, just added in, first time playing it. If you want to have your own custom card show up on screen, feel free to join the Discord. Leave them in the suggestions channel, link in bio. This is would loan them money, would not loan them money from Livid Stroll.
No, back Mary.
Because Coca-Cola.
They better be sponsoring me at some point. If I don't hear back from Coke in at least 3 weeks, Boardgamers get the gaff tape. They're not getting any product placement from me.
I was wearing my Coca-Cola shirt yesterday.
What the hell?
Would loan them money, would not loan them money. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. Hi chat, hi Mark and Corey. Hello Mary, great to see you. Afternoon, says Steve. Good afternoon. All right, solid 1 coming in. Solid 1's coming in. I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look. First one I'm gonna give you, because it's interesting.
Okay.
Adam Sandler.
Absolutely not. That man has more money than I will make in a lifetime by just basically making fraudulent films as a tax break.
Oh, come on.
He does not get $1 from me. He dresses as if he's dealing banana runs behind the scenes, all right? You ever see him at the Oscars? He's wearing just like the most like tennis athlete shorts, normal t-shirt at a suit and tie event. That money ain't going anywhere.
But he made Jack and Jill. He made Pixels.
Bro, I don't give a jack about Jill, dude.
Oh,
Absolutely
golly.
not.
Liv Doug says someone unemployed, but they're only asking for 20.
That's more reasonable. That's more reasonable. They probably like actually need it, and if it's only $20, that's like a fairly easy bar to give them, I think. So I'd give it. Yeah. Listen, Adam Sandler, if Adam Sandler like was destitute and didn't have any money left and was like crying and like, please, Corey, please, I need $20 and I'll make Pixels 2. I'd be like, let's see where this goes.
Please, Corey,
You know?
more Hanukkah songs. Just $20 more.
Please, Corey, I'll make 9 crazy nights if you just give me $20. And I'll be like, let's see where this goes. All right?
Let's see. Welcome back, Casey. And Pixel 2's entire budget is that $20.
I would actually, Adam Sandler, if you're out there somewhere listening, if you're willing to make Pixels 2 on a $20 budget, I'll cover the whole thing. I promise.
And final hint from Bunny May, the guy that just asked if you were a fat polar bear.
So again,
Like, he needs a win.
again, no, I'm not gonna give them that money. That being said, I'm not gonna max it out because the audacity to ask for $20 after they call me a fat polar bear, like, I am intrigued now.
No, it's the 1-2 punch of you ask him out, get rejected, then ask to borrow money from them.
It's kind of like, okay.
It's like, whoa.
It's like, whoa. That's doing something for me. All right, you've reversed it. You've switched it up on me. We can talk about it now. I'm more interested again. So I can't max it out. But man, I don't think it's likely I'm gonna be giving these people money.
Yo, Amber sent to heart me. PMT sent to heart me. Amber sent 3. It's corn. Oh, 6. It's corn. It's still going up. Holy moly! Thank you so much.
It being corn.
All right, let's reel the board. Would loan the money. Would not loan the money. Oh, just barely a miss. It seems I trust Adam Sandler a little bit more than you do.
To be fair, when it was just Adam Sandler and the unemployed person, it was ticked up more.
Okay.
It was the fat polar bear guy that really did it.
I respected his hustle. Hot take, best Adam Sandler movie is Click. Mary, I almost agree with you. I almost agree with you. I love Click. I do. I think it's his second best movie ever. But his first best movie is Uncut Gems. No doubt in my mind.
I don't know if we talked about this on stream. I tried watching Uncut Gems one time. Was it with you that I watched her? Or was
Yeah,
it
you watched it in theaters with me, didn't you?
No, I didn't watch it in theaters.
Oh.
I think it wasn't with you I watched it. I think I watched it with some friends on Discord. I had a panic attack and I could not finish the movie.
It's a great damn movie.
Listen, it is. It's just not a good movie for me. And I learned that the hard way.
I cried watching Click. It's a very sad movie. I almost cried as well. Yo, Amber sent 23 It's Corn. Thank you so much, Amber. All right, custom card from Dr. Cillier. Happy birthday, by the way. I know you're not watching, but if you check out the VOD, happy birthday, Dr. Cillier.
Shout out Armand, Dr. Facilier.
It says, invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding.
All right.
And I don't want any mean comments now. All right, we all know my history.
Invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. That's what the blue 4 is. Give me some clues. I'm gonna take from YouTube or TikTok chat. I want 3 of them. Country Mozart says the fat polar bear line has worked 100% of the time for me. Country Mozart, if the only person you use that line on is us, then I agree. It has worked 100% of the time. All right. Sorry. I'm gonna close up the board. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna say ex-girlfriend or boyfriend.
Ooh. I've heard stories of it happening, you know. In fact, I know people who have invited exes to their weddings. But me personally, I think that's not the schmoove.
All right. Adam Sandler.
Yo, of course he's coming! Adam Sandler from Jack and Jill?
You know, I probably should have thought about that one a little more.
Yeah, like, he's gonna be front row. He's gonna be Flower Girl.
All right. And last... Wait, hold on. He's gonna be Flower Girl. You're gonna make Adam Sandler fly. He's gonna start prancing down the aisle, throwing out flowers.
Of course, I'm gonna make sure he's not enthused about it at all.
All right, fair enough. And last but not least, let's go with.
Just love the news article that's Adam Sandler says shooting will begin on March 3rd. Adam Sandler to begin shooting.
What do you mean by that? All right, I'm gonna go with Luca from YouTube chat. Your friend's weird coworker.
Okay, they're not coming. All right, so they're definitely not going to be invited. I'm not going to invite them. That being said, Adam Sandler, I can't max it out for Adam Sandler. I love that guy. Who doesn't love that guy? And the other one was your ex. It happens. It happens. People do invite their exes to weddings. Sometimes. I don't think they should always, but every once in a while. I don't know. I'll go right there. I'll go right there. They didn't say Mark.
Honorable mention? Mark.
Let's go. Very nice. I was on the target. That is a 2.
We'll take it. We'll
Should have
take
said
it.
Mark. Golly. Maybe said Mark would have maxed it out.
That's true. Alyssa says children was the best one. Mark, where would you put children? I actually didn't know where you would put children, and that's the only reason I need to say it.
So children is definitely on the not invited side, but it would be ticked way up for me because I think it's reasonable to invite children to a wedding. It depends on the people, depends on the family.
You know,
depends on the children.
I should have thought about that considering the fact you have childhood trauma of not getting invited to weddings.
Yeah.
This guy's a little biased.
Uncut Gems yelling the whole time. Yeah, in a very New York way. It's fun.
New York.
Well, that brings the score to 5. We did 3 rounds so far, so we have 4 cards remaining in our first round. The score of 5. Let's see what we can do. All right, this I think is one of the last of the new cards I added today.
Wow.
This is gonna be, will be a second date, will not be a second date.
A lot of like date and marriage related cards today.
Austin says, keep those suckers away from my wedding.
Keep them out of here! No children. Why did I take my hat off to close my eyes? I feel like I just need like a full system reboot after that one.
Petition to get Adam Sandler at Mark's future wedding. That would be so cool. Like, that would be so awesome. I'll send him an invite, see what happens. You know, you can just like send millionaires wedding invites, and oftentimes their secretary will just send you a nice gift on their behalf. It's a common thing that people do.
Milk that shit.
Yeah. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Will be a second date, will not be a second date. This 4 right here is the target. I saw somebody ask hair routine. I only brush it when in the shower and then use conditioner when washing it mostly. Only use shampoo like once a week and then leave in conditioner. And then do not use a towel on curly hair, ever. All right. Will be a second date, will not be a second date. Closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
I only wash my hair in the dewdrops of the tallest mountain on the 3rd biggest continent.
Let's see. Okay, let's go with Molly's. Is nice to the waiter.
It's nice to the waiter. Oh my god. Yeah, second date. That's my litmus test, right? If you're worried about someone and you want to see a red or green flag, take them to a restaurant and see how they treat the waitstaff.
Yes.
Right? If they treat them poorly, you're gone. You're out of there. If they treat them good, all right, we can keep talking. So that's definitely will be a second date.
Hello says board game enthusiasts.
Hello. Oh, I thought you said hello, board game enthusiasts.
No.
Like you were saying hello to us because we're board game enthusiasts. You see how that might be confusing to me?
No.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Hey, my bad. He got my ass.
Made sense to me.
All right. Yeah, board game enthusiast. I mean, I like board games, so that's, yeah, hell yeah. That's not like a major green flag, but that's a common interest between us, so I think there'll be a second date.
What? The Board Gamers are live early in the UK for once? Yes, Tom, we are live early just for UK viewers.
Just for the UK.
We missed you yesterday, Corey. Me too.
Damn. You know, I was kind of out of it yesterday, so that makes sense.
And let's see. The last one I'll go with is She Gave You a Kiss on the Cheek from Randy Fitz.
Oh.
And then,
oh.
Pete P just says Adam Sandler.
Yeah!
Adam Sandler showed up at some point during the date.
Actually, Adam Sandler is maxed out will not be a second date because you're going to have 50 first dates with Adam Sandler.
Oh.
So.
Oh, wow. Clever.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to be here all week. And by all week, I mean until the end of the stream because it's Friday. So, and then I'll be here most of next week. Will be a second date. Yep. I think these aren't like crazy green flags, but like, yeah, okay, yeah, kiss on the cheek, a little bit board game enthusiasm, nice as a waitstaff. Hell yeah.
Locked in right there.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Locked in right there.
Locked in right there.
Let's see it. It was nice to the waiter, board game enthusiast, and kiss on the cheek. How'd we do? Very nice.
That's good. That was an important tick.
Yeah, that was an important tick. You made it on to the target in the last minute. That is a 2. Holy moly. Candace sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Sorry if I was a little bit late on reading that. Appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you, Chet. Thank you, Chet. I know. Thank you. I am comedic genius.
Be here all week.
Gonna ride that for the rest of my life. I think I've peaked.
I'd say. All right, our next card is going to be Secret to Public Knowledge. How many markers do you guys go through? Only 2 sets so far, surprisingly. We really are making the most of the markers we have.
Probably should be more.
Yes, probably, honestly. Love your hair, Mark. Thank you, Dixie Pixie. Appreciate that. All right, I'm setting the dial for this one. Close my eyes. Corey, you may spin up the board.
All right, secret to public knowledge. Let's see what we got. Secret, public knowledge, that's where the blue 4 is. Like Luke asking, you both lads. And it's not phrased as a question, it's like an accusation. You both are lads. And I like that because lads is such a friendly term. That's a term I wish we used more in America. That's like a European-centric term. I love it. Mostly when we're lads, we're described as mad.
Like Iron Lad from Marvel Snap.
Well, for Marvel, I mean like for Marvel Comics, really.
No.
It's like Marvel. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Hey, good. Fair enough. All right. I'm gonna close the board. Mark, you can look. Let's go. Oh, the Krabby Patty ingredients.
Ooh, the Krabby Patty ingredients.
Krabby Patty's ingredients.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's a secret. But I mean, there was the old myth that in the original pilot episode, when they go, and the secret formula is, and then it cuts off. There's the old myth that, the first time they aired it, they did tell what the formula was. To my knowledge, that is a complete and utter lie. But a lot of people think they know it. So it's a secret, but it's not maxed out all the way.
All right. Later, Country Mozart. Best of luck at work. Next one I'm going to give you is... the location of the American cheese caves.
It's secret, but I will find them.
One day!
I promise you.
You know what? After we take over Tuvalu, the next goal, find those cheese caves.
I have a very particular set of skills. Honed for locating cheese.
I will find those cheese. And last but not least, let's go with... I like it. What happens during the conclave? Timely.
Oh. Okay. I mean, they had cameras in there this time around. We got to see them raw dogging the whole conclave.
No, I don't think that word means what you think it does.
No. I saw the broadcast. Did you? Do you know what I'm referencing?
I didn't, so there is a chance that you might be using that word correctly. But I'm going to hazard a guess that the popes were in fact not raw dogging the conclave.
They were. It was an actual news broadcast from a reputable source. They're showing footage of the conclave vote, and they're like, yeah, you know what the Cardinals aren't doing in between these long votes? Playing on their phones, because they've been sequestered. It's what the kids call raw dogging.
Yeah.
They're on the edge of their seat for the votes, what the kids call edging.
This is why. This is why you don't let news anchors reference slang.
I think this placement's fine.
Think you're good there?
Yeah, I have to take it up because I will find the cheese caves. They did have cameras in the conclave. It's Krabby Patty's secret formula. Mr. Krabs knows it.
It's true. All right, honorable mentions.
Actually, I'm gonna take it back down to where I had it right here.
All right, honorable mentions. Some variation of browser history. Or anything related to maybe that, I'll say. And this one was a reference that I really, really liked, but I don't know if you would have gotten it. Meemaw's brisket. He doesn't get it?
No.
He doesn't get it. That's a good one, though. I like that one. All right, are you ready? Secret to public knowledge, what happened during the conclave, Krabby Patty, secret ingredients, and then...
The location of American cheese caves.
Location of the American cheese caves. Young Sheldon. Yeah, that's where it was from. Meemaw's brisket.
I'm not up to date on my Young Sheldon.
Get up to date on the lore, dude. You missed a whole. There's a whole other another series now they're on.
All right, let's see it.
Bam!
Yo, let's go. Very nice. That is a 4. Holy moly. Bryn says, Mark, can we see your shirt? It looks neat. Yes, this is my fish shirt. I'll get as close to the camera as I can. Have a whole bunch of fishes on it.
You wore this shirt in my favorite TikTok you've ever made.
Yes.
And then got called autistic because of it.
Yes. So, funny story about this shirt. On my other TikTok account, where I do not like necessarily skits. Sometimes it's skits, sometimes just saying what's on my mind. But I made a video talking about they had a test that you can do where apparently humans are supposed to be really good at interpreting ape gestures. So when apes gesture to other apes or to humans, humans are actually really good at interpreting what they're trying to say. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And there's a test online where you could go to try to interpret the ape gestures. So I went to go do it, and I scored a 0. It was multiple choice, 20 questions, and I scored a 0. Not even statistical chance of 1 in 4 I should have gotten it. Not once. Meaning not only was I not understanding the ape gestures, I was actively misinterpreting them.
Ape autism, dude.
So I made a little TikTok saying, guys, does this mean I have ape autism? And what's the likelihood of that meaning I have real autism? And look, I was expecting a lot of comments being like, you're autistic, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was not expecting the amount of comments I got saying, buddy, you didn't know. They go, you're wearing a fish shirt and you're asking us if you're autistic?
Everybody in the room knew before you did. It's kind of a real awakening moment.
And I was like, wow, okay, didn't know, a lot of comments about the fish shirt. I'm didn't know it had that vibe, but okay, well, we're here for it.
Mark, what's the thing we scored a 4?
Oh, you see, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Sorry, it's a little story in the middle there. Why is it only worth 3 points? Well, you see, instead, the benefit when we score a 4 is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because there's 4, which is worth 3 points, we're instead at 3 cards remaining. Very nice.
You know, I set up this really clever thing where I made it look like an 11, but I had a slant and I was gonna draw a circle around it and be like, whoa, look, it's actually a 10 this whole time. It was all set up. It was all a bit. I knew and you guys didn't. And then the marker didn't work when I drew the 0.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should get a different marker.
It's a 10, not 11. It had it like this, and I was gonna go. Wow.
Over on YouTube, Tim Cheesy's wife commented, that's a good one. Mary says, Tim, tell us where your cheese caves are. And Tim Cheesy's wife says, in my basement. So we have found the cheese caves. It is, in fact, in Tim Cheesy's wife's basement.
You keep calling him Tim Cheesy, and it's throwing me off. It's Tim Cheese. Put some respect on him.
That's the S at the end.
Tim Cheese is.
Tim Cheese is, oh, my bad. Sometimes I'm dyslexic. On my way.
Guys, we'll meet you there.
What is this game called? It is called Wavelength. There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel if you would like to learn how to play. If not, it is very easy to learn just by watching. what's the cheese caves? Do I need to go down a rabbit hole? To my knowledge, it has no inherent meaning besides implying that America gets their cheese from caves.
You don't know about, wait, you actually don't know about the cheese caves?
I have no idea.
All right, spin this up and do it, and I'll explain the cheese caves.
Good
So,
evil.
way back when, there was a time period in America where the farming industry was about to fail. Because nobody, I forget what the reason is. If somebody chat knows, they can let me know. But nobody was buying cheese. So what ended up happening is the government was like, okay, farmers, we want to make sure that you can stay in business. So you make cheese, and we're going to buy it off of you so that you all don't go bankrupt. So the farmers started making cheese like crazy, and the government just started buying cheese off of them. But the problem is the desire for cheese never went back up, so the government just had this insane surplus of cheese that they didn't know what the fuck to do with. So they just got a cave and put it all in there and stored it because it doesn't go bad that easily. It's cheese, right? So there's just a giant cave in America where they're hoarding all of the cheese. And now the price is kind of like ticked up a little bit, like cheese is a little more expensive, and they refuse to empty the cheese cave reserves because it would tank the price of cheese. And we'd be in this situation all over again.
Oh shit. Okay, so we actually could hunt down the cheese cave.
There is actually it's like the One Piece. Out there, there's this magical treasure trove of cheese. Now that being said, I stalled long enough. I'm seeing some very interesting comments.
Yes. Eye of Sauron.
Alright, yeah. It's kind of evil.
Satan. And
well, Satan came in chat that one time and he was kind of chill.
final one, if you want to, I'm not sure if you want to keep it ticked up, racism.
Okay, well.
Yeah, they weren't cool.
Guys, this might be a little bit controversial, but I think racism is evil. I know, I'm brave. But
let's reveal the placement. Good, evil. That is a 4. Very nice. 2 4s in a row. I was actually a little bit hesitant to say Satan, because there are so many depictions of Satan in modern media that depict him as sympathetic or misunderstood, which is why I specifically didn't say Lucifer. I saw Lucifer first, but I waited until I saw someone say Satan to read it.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't say that, because I watched the hit Netflix show Lucifer, so I'm Lucifer Morningstar pilled.
Yes.
You know?
There's a lot of sympathies to Lucifer being abandoned by God. So, yeah, it's interesting. But Corey got it. That is a 4. But in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. That is not a mistake. That is supposed to say 13. It is not supposed to say 14. Why is that the case? Well, when we score a 4, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because it's 4, worth 3 points. We're instead at 3 cards.
Mom 2K says no JD law. Mom 2KS. If we're raw dogging JD, maybe. However, with the JD Vance multiverse, surely one of them fights for good.
I mean, here's the thing about JD Vance. I would not necessarily max him to the evil side.
He's too stupid.
I don't think he has enough thoughts.
It's too head empty in there. He gets handed the documents, but he looks at it and goes, okay, yeah.
He's kind of just along for the ride, you know? Yo, Jillian sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Jillian. Oops, I almost said 2 cards remaining. 3 cards remaining. After the whole speech, I almost said 2 cards remaining.
Has been Lucifer superior? Listen, I'm not gonna get in the Has Been Hotel stuff. It's pretty good. That depiction of Lucifer, I enjoy
Let's do boring person, fun person. Sierra sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Don't confuse incompetence with malice.
Exactly. Don't attribute to malice what can be attributed to ignorance. Or incompetence, excuse me.
Also, somebody said Palpatine for the last card. He is maxed out evil, but did you guys see the flip he did in episode 3? I mean,
True.
I think that forgives a lot of the crimes he committed.
Boring person, fun person, that is where the blue 4 is. Give me some blues! Give me some blues. I'll take 3 from either TikTok or YouTube. All right, coming in. Love it to see him. I am going to give 1 more second, and I am going to close up the board. Bam, Mark, you can look. Someone going for ice cream.
Someone going for ice cream? Okay, that's fun. Yeah, I like it. Ice cream's cool. Pretty bog standard, but yeah.
All right. Your favorite teacher during lesson?
Okay, that's a fun person. My favorite teacher? I don't know. Let's see. You didn't say the fun, goofy teacher. You said my favorite teacher. My favorite teacher was fun, of course, but was also quite knowledgeable and passionate about what they were teaching.
And then last but not least, you know what? Your boy, I'll go with it. Plankton.
Plankton. I don't know.
99% hot gas.
I think if I was hanging out with Plankton, I would have fun with a lot of the antics that he got up to. But with that being said, he would be like a burden of a friend to have. He would be a pain in the ass. I'm like, dude, can we stop talking about the Krabby Patty formula for like 1 minute and do something I care about?
Bro, there's other things in life than figuring out what's in that formula.
It's like, oh, what's the plan for today? Get in some weird contraption to try to invade the Krusty Krab. Again, oh boy. You know, we could do bowling maybe, but no, it has to be about you.
Roxy, you only have to ask the question one time, but we appreciate it. The way you get your name on the board is by giving at least $1 to our Patreon. Wow, link in bio.
Yes, there's our awesome list of supporters up here. I'm gonna say these are a bit to the fun person side. I'll take it down this much out of respect for my teacher. Plankton is a burden to my mental health, and going out for ice cream, pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
All right, you locked in?
Yep.
All right.
Evening worms, evening Chloe Moon creation.
Whoa, we're worming out right now.
We're worming out.
Boring person, fun person, getting ice cream, favorite teacher during lesson, Plankton. Bang!
Ooh. That is 3 4s in a row. Are you kidding me? Holy, we're doing great with this.
How is Plankton fun at all? Because every time you hang out with Plankton, even though he's always talking about the same shit, he's like, yeah, so I basically recreated a cyborg version of the owner across the street in order to sneak in and steal the recipe. Tell me how that's not fun. Tell me how that's not interesting.
Yeah, it's fun to get into the antics. And the thing about Krabs,
Committing crime, I'm in.
the thing about Krabs, he never calls the cops. You're never going to jail for these antics. You're just getting like thrown out the Krusty Krab door every time.
Victimless crime.
It's like actually victimless.
So chat's gonna get mad at me because they think I'm supposed to write 17, but I'm actually gonna write 16.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm evil like Plankton.
Well, you see, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, the benefit is to take another card, add it to the stack. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because this 4 worth 3 points, we're instead at 3 cards remaining. Very nice. Did you see the SpongeBob movie? Which one is my question?
multiple.
I've seen the original many times. I have not seen the new ones. Let's see. Our next card is going to be Happen Slowly, Happen Suddenly.
All right.
3 cards remaining. That marker's hanging on for its life.
Mary asks, why doesn't it give me the option to gift stuff on YouTube? It lets me for others. Mary, it's because we have not met all of our requirements to be able to do so, but we're close.
Yeah.
40 watch hours away.
40 watch hours away, so hopefully by next week we will actually unlock those features, but yeah, we're just too small channel at the moment.
Too small.
You're here too early.
I've been called that so many times in my life.
In the first movie, Plankton's crimes were pretty harmful. They were, but if I was his buddy, his friend, I might not have gotten a bucket. He may have said, hey, don't come to the Chum Bucket tomorrow.
Don't come to Bikini Bottom tomorrow, dude.
Take a little trip down to Goo Lagoon.
Hit up Shell City.
Wait it out there, yeah. Can you gain watch hours from watching previous videos?
It's all combined public valid watch hours.
Public, so that includes the like previous VODs?
I believe so.
Oh, okay, so yes, if you want to watch like a VOD or something, that would count towards it. Good excuse to check out some of the old VODs. Happen Slowly, Happen Suddenly. Closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
Bang!
All right, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it. Serena, Dog, Azza, Erica. Erica didn't say it. But a lot of people saying time.
Doesn't happen fast or slow. It just happens.
Lewis and Erica say life.
Again, doesn't happen fast or slow, it just kind of happens.
Let's see, yeah, Mary also said passage of time over on YouTube.
It just kind of goes on, not really fast or slow. It's just the speed of which things occur.
Okay, and then Ember Shard says photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis just kind of happens. Just kind of energy comes in and exists. Yeah, I think I'm locked in, man. I don't think there's any reason for me to change that dial.
Locked in middle?
I'm locked in middle. Well, I'm always locked in.
Let's see, it happens slowly, happens suddenly.
Woo!
4 4s in a row. That is wild.
I just can't keep getting away with it.
Holy moly. Tectonic plates was the best answer. I was afraid Corey put it to the happen slowly side.
I would have. That would have been close to maxed out happen slowly for me.
Okay. It wouldn't have been maxed out for me, but, you know, I think those are pretty slow. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Azia. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Well, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. You know the drill. We've done this 3 other times in the past few minutes. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but we're instead at 3 cards remaining because the 4 is worth 3.
Bang!
Very nice. Let's see. Let's get our next card going. All right, got a lot of 4s in a row. Let's do a tough card.
Uh-oh.
Let's do a difficult card.
It's not baby names, is it? I'm still sweating from yesterday over that card.
No. Best day for a birthday, worst day for a birthday.
This was probably the second worst one from yesterday.
From Cadpoo. We need a redemption from this one. I'm setting the dial for it.
Oh, no.
You set the dial last time. I'm setting it this time.
No! God, no! Randy Fitz says, must you explain the 4 rule each time? No offense. Randy Fitz,
yes.
Believe us.
Yes.
We wish we do not have to, but people come in randomly at all sorts of times, and I guarantee you if we didn't explain it literally every time, at least one person would come in chat very confused. So, best day for a birthday, worst day for a birthday.
And they're not just confused, they're frantic about it.
That doesn't make any sense. Which, I can't blame them. We've basically changed their entire worldview, all right? So, it is what it is. Join us for the bit, all right? I see people coming in. What is the max scores we've ever gotten? 42. It's an anomaly. It'll never happen again. I'm going to close the board. Mark, you can look.
Yo, Jesse sent 20 or 30 roses. Holy moly, thank you so much. And the count is still going up. Thank you so much, Jesse. Great to see ya.
Let's go with last week of school.
Last week of school. That's awesome. That's amazing for a birthday. I mean, I'll take it up a little bit because people are distracted with other things, maybe planning vacations, senioritis going on. Holy moly, Jesse has sent over 156 roses. Jesus Christ, thank you so much, Jesse. I think I'll take it up a little bit because, like, you know, people get in a certain mindset on the last week of school that might not be the best for a birthday and or, you know, your friends going away after graduation.
All right.
Could be sad.
Mary's got a really good one. Leap day.
Leap day.
Leap day.
Is that maxed out cool, or do we tick it up a little bit because you have to be like, I'm technically 4 years old when you're like 16 or whatever?
Me as an 80-year-old man, or 84-year-old man celebrating my 21st birthday. Finally, I can drink.
Time to get my license. It's messed up. It's messed up. Yo, Jesse sent 321 roses. Thank you so much, Jesse.
W, Jesse.
So yeah, it'll take me up a little bit, but I mean, it's so cool to have a Leap Day birthday. I think that's a super cool day to have it on.
All right, and last but not least, let's go with... you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. April 25th.
April 25th?
April 25th.
What happened on April 25th? Yo, you're just naming a date, okay. No, something happened?
It's April 25th.
It's today? And today's May.
Today's May, it's not April 25th.
Am I stupid? What happened on April 25th?
I can't say it for you.
You can't.
No.
No.
Who doesn't know what happened on April 25th? To be quite fair.
9/11. Oh, you need a light jacket. Okay. You know what? I'm diming it. Whatever. I think these are the best days possible for a birthday. Who doesn't know about April 25th? That's the best day for a birthday. Who doesn't know? All right, I'm locked in.
I do think April 25th would be the perfect day because it's not too hot or cold, and you only need a light jacket. Personally,
It's the perfect day. A sent to heart me in a popular vote. Thank you so much.
yeah, you're wild for this one, by the way. You're crazy for this.
Okay, well, so I wasn't on the target anyway. I moved it from off the target.
Holy shit! No.
Leap Day's awesome.
You only get it once every 4 years, though. Like, it's a great bit,
Okay,
but you only
okay.
get your actual birthday once every 4 years.
Leap Day birthday enjoyers, they still celebrate their birthday every year. They don't not get a birthday that year.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, it's fake. Because you know
Okay.
it's not actually your birthday.
So they still celebrate it every year.
Stolen valor every
They celebrate
year.
it every year, but every 4 years, they get the most hyped birthday ever.
See, are there any Leap Day babies in chat right now that can confirm or deny? Like when you have to celebrate your birthday on a non-leap year.
Holy shit, there's a crab on your head.
Whoa!
Yo, Jesse sent a cheering crab. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Can I confirm my grandma had a Leap Day birthday and it was annoying to her?
I don't want to say skill issue about your nanny, but I was considering saying it.
All right. Okay, there's some on February 28th. Leap Day isn't great. It's amazing. I can celebrate whenever. It seems like it's very polarizing.
Holy moly, the shells actually went away. We lost the shells. That's not an option anymore.
They took it away.
Holy shit, what? Let's see. I guess it's gonna have to be corn now if we're going to set a goal. Wow, I feel backed into a corner here.
Oh my god. Stepdad was not bothered about her leap year birthday.
What was your
That's fair.
logic behind last week of school?
It's still school.
Okay.
Like, it's sick. Like, you could probably miss it, but it's still school. Like, you have to celebrate your birthday while you're in school, you know? So it's good, but it's not like, you know, in the middle of summer is sick because you never have to worry about your birthday being on a school day.
That's fair. Do the "You're Awesome" cat for Phoebe. Oh, Molly suggested that just late. Hold on. Am I able to change this? No,
Probably not.
I was doing it. It's corn. I'll do that next time around. But, Chloe Moon Creation sent 9 It's Corn towards the It's Corn goal to the Rest in Peace Shells goal. Jesse sent 50 You're Awesome celebrating Phoebe. Thank you so much. And PMT sent an It's Corn helping towards the Rest in Peace Shells goal. Jesse also sent a GG and a hand heart. Thank you so much. And Sam sent a rose. Thank you. Alrighty, down to 2 cards remaining. The 4 streak came to an end.
It's okay.
Because I thought leap year babies were too cool.
Leap year babies are too cool. Not the birthday, though. Leap year babies are sick.
Let's see. Well, we did a lot of romantic cards earlier. Let's do yet another.
What are you telling me today?
Good movie for a date. Bad movie for a date.
All right.
The Phoebe army will have to wait, I guess.
Spin her up.
Backed into a corner.
Spin her up.
Last week of school was all fun and games anyway. That was kind of my logic. Yo, JC sent 62 corn to the Rest in Peace Shells Memorial. 50 first dates and uncut gems. Well, I haven't revealed the board yet. All right, this 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Yo, thank you, Shani, for the heart me. Good movie for a date, bad movie for a date. A movie card, says Ann's. SMH.
Once per stream, at least.
Knockoff Rhett and Link. No, we're like a dark, twisted Rhett and Link.
Like a dark.
We're like a messed up in the head Rhett and Link.
Kind of like a Black Parade Red and Link.
We're like the nightmare that lurks in Rhett and Link's closet.
Wait, pause.
Anyway, good movie for a date, bad movie for a date. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Closing it up. Or you may look. Okay. Let's see. Here's an interesting one from Cherry Bunny. Home Alone.
Home Alone. That is a fine date for a movie, I think. That's a fine date for a movie, mostly because it's a pretty good chance that they've seen it before, and it's just a good movie. It's not crazy, it's not like The Notebook or something like that, but it's a happy, family-friendly movie that people have probably seen and enjoy.
Bunny May says, this is 40.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Don't know
I
that
also
one.
wasn't super familiar with it offhand, but it reminded me of 80 for Brady, which would be my hint to you.
Is that the only reason why you picked that?
Yes.
Is it the only reason? Is because it reminded you for 80 for Brady?
Yes.
We still need to watch that, by the way.
We do. We do.
That's best movie day ever, 80 for Brady. You go crazy. Nothing gets you in the mood like Tom Brady and 80.
Final one, Final Destination from Amy.
Final Destination, okay. I think horror movies are good date movies in general, right? That's the classic trope. Final Destination. Is this middling? Is this middling? Because Final Destination is like not a normal horror movie.
Rhett and Link, but evil and devious.
Rhett and Link, but our whimsies replaced with tricksters. I think that these Home Alone, oh God, slightly onto the good movie for Home Alone and 80 for Brady, I guess. And then Final Destination pulls me back closer to the center here. So I think right there.
Right there.
Final Destination is not like the classic horror movie because it's mostly like gore and jump scary, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even really classify it as horror.
Yeah, it's more like a thriller. And I think if you want a horror movie that's a date movie, it's got to be more suspense.
Chloe Moon Creation sent a heart me. Thank you, thank you. Jesse says Corey's so locked. Let's see. Good
locked.
movie for a date. Bad movie for a date.
I'm always locked!
Corey
Yeah!
is locked indeed. That is a 4. Holy moly.
Yeah!
Very nice. But in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Corey's gonna write 22 on the board. That's not a mistake. You see, instead, the benefit is when we score a 4, we get to take another card and add it to the stack. We would have been at 1 card remaining. We're instead at 2. That's why it's worth 3 points.
You wouldn't insinuate that I was supposed to write 23 on the board, would you? You would never do that. Not once would our chat ever do that because our chat is so smart and handsome and gorgeous and beautiful. They would not once assume that.
Just write the 4 rolls on the board. Too long. Too
No,
long.
actually, they're kind of spitting with that one.
I like doing the speech. How about that?
Okay, all right. I won't take your 2 minutes from you.
Bad actor, good actor.
Bad actor, good actor. All right. I'm spinning it up.
Yes,
I'm spinning
yes.
it up. Randy Fitz says I'm definitely not handsome. Randy Fitz, that's because you're drop dead gorgeous.
Ooh.
Don't sell yourself short. Not in this world, Randy. There's too much negativity. Be positive to yourself. Now, speaking of that, we're going to talk about bad actors and good actors. That's where the blue 4 is. Bad actor, what? Bad actor, good actor. That's where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me some clues. Give me some clues. I am going to close up the board. You can look. Professor Oak says, don't assume that about me, Professor Oak. I know what you look like. You're Professor Oak, right? Handsome.
You're on television.
First one I give you, Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Enough one to fill the Nile.
Okay, I think she gets maybe a little bit too much hate. The Nile line was not the worst thing in the world to me. I've heard worse lines before.
Hello.
Okay, that one was. See, that's worse. That's worse than the Nile line. I think bad actor, but you know, I don't think the worst ever.
Okay, Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. The only thing I know about him is the Family Guy bit.
Okay, fair enough.
And so I'll take it a little bit further to bad actor, I guess.
And last but not least, let's give
Back from my lunch break. What's up, y'all? Welcome in, Lily. Great to see you.
I like that. I think that was, let me find the chatter who just said that before I say it out loud because I like that one a lot. Let me make sure I credit them. Phone Home 11 says modern Jack Black.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
And we're not talking School of Rock Jack Black. We're not talking what's the luchador film? Nacho Libre?
Nacho Libre.
I got it. No one helped me. I got it. I got it. Nacho Libre.
Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey, Oscar award winning. Literally chills down my spine when I heard that.
I'll dig up a little bit. I have respect for these actors. You named all real actors, you know. Gal Gadot, Jack Black, Gary Busey. I don't know anything about Gary Busey, so maybe I'm being too harsh off that Family Guy bit. I'm logged in. I'm gonna go right here.
All right. Min says, can't believe we have Lin-Manuel Miranda in chat. Now, I don't know if they're assuming that some guy in chat is actually named that, or if somebody's saying that they're a bad actor. And if that's the case, he can write songs. That does not mean he can act.
Jesse says, everyone at my job site is watching this stream. No pressure.
Yo, what's up, guys? I hope you, work.
Okay, do reveal the damn board.
Let's
go! Very nice. Ooh, that is not a 4 though. That is a 3. God damn. All right, bringing us to 25 with 1 card remaining. Not bad at all. Ames sent 230. It's corn. Thank you so much, Ames.
God, it's so embarrassing, Mark. Of course they fucking work. They're at a job site right now. They're literally working as I speak. I'm so embarrassed.
All right, let's choose a good card just for Jesse's job site.
Just for this one's out to all you guys out there.
It's gonna be Good Surprise, Bad Surprise by XXH_KXX. Custom card from our Discord. Feel free to join our Discord if you want to see your own custom cards on stream. Link in bio. Who do they say was a bad actor? Gal Gadot, Gary Busey, and modern Jack Black were the hints.
Jack Black.
We're watching at the courtroom during a break. God damn, that's exciting. Best of luck.
Hopefully you get them.
Yeah.
Or they get free, depending on which side you're sitting on.
Yeah, hope justice is served.
Congratulations, or sorry for you. I don't know, didn't read.
All right, good surprise, bad surprise. Corey, close your eyes. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Watching at a salon, but don't worry, I'm by myself in the break room. Glad to hear, Kenzie.
Your friends.
Now, do you have headphones in or not? If I scream loud enough, are they gonna hear something in the front room and be like, yo, what's going on back there?
Good surprise, bad surprise. All right, these are some interesting ones.
I didn't see anything. I almost did, though. I didn't see anything.
These are some very interesting ones. I am setting down the board now, closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Yep.
This is too funny. I have to read this, but this is not a good hint. I don't know. Chutoki says Burger King foot lettuce. It's the last thing you'd want.
Babas bing boopot, bin your burger bing burger. Biz bumbody belses butt bungus.
Let's see. Ooh, okay, Cherry Bunny says the wrong haircut.
Okay, I don't want these things. Get your stinky feet out of my lettuce, gosh darn it. I can't confirm or deny, no leaks, but I did know somebody who worked at Burger King at some point, and they did say that people at their work would take turns pissing in the pickle barrel. So I don't think foot fungus is the worst thing I could find at a Burger King. So I can't max it out. There are plenty of worse things I could find in that Burger King. Fun fact, chat: I never went back to that Burger King ever again. So.
Well. That's why I get no pickles on my burger. 100% safe.
That's why extra pickles.
They only ever mess with
double the pickles and give it to me.
Let's see. All right, so it was bad haircut, or wrong haircut, sorry. It was Burger King foot lettuce. And final one I'll give you, being fired. I saw a few people say that.
It's probably one of the worst surprises you could get. Like, especially if it's a surprise, right? Being fired, maybe I expected it, at least I knew it was coming. If it's specifically a surprise, that is strictly a bad surprise. That's not a good. Again, I think we can go worse with it. Like, you know, like Ted Urso just said, cancer is worse than being fired, right?
Yes.
There are worse things that can happen to you. But if you are fired and it is kind of like your only job right now, you're kind of screwed. I saw a headline, somebody who, it was like working a 6-figure job and got replaced by AI, and he could not get any work anywhere else, and he's stuck doing DoorDash right now out of a trailer. Like, it can get bad for you if you get fired.
Yeah.
So with that said, I'm gonna pass the halfway threshold on the bad surprise side, but I'm not gonna max it out.
How long have we been live tonight?
Answer.
2 more hours. About honorable mentions from Dixie Pixie, Shart, and from Mary.
Bad surprise.
New baby, wrong color. That's a pretty bad surprise. Let's see how we did though. Good surprise, bad surprise. Woo! Very nice. Still on the target. Still on the target. That is a 2. Had to take it down a little bit more. It's literally the last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger. Yo,
Okay.
Anita sent 198 It's Corns to the Shell Memorial Service. Thank you so much,
Yo.
Anita. And to heart me. Also, thank you for pinning the comment with all the answers. That is appreciated. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, the shells are gone. We cannot do shell goals anymore, meaning we're having some corn in memorial. Well, that is all for round 1 of Wavelength, meaning it is time for me to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook. We finished this round with a score of 27. That is a really, really good start. Yo, at least the star sent a heart me and a popular vote. What the hell? Shaney sent 2 shells? I thought that wasn't possible. How'd you do that?
Dude, they're bringing. It's like when when your uncle works at Nintendo, their uncle works at TikTok.
Okay, like I actually didn't have that option. Huh.
It's messed up, man.
That's messed up. Well, thank you for adding some shells to the Shell Memorial. But in the back of the Wavelength rulebook, there's a chart that tells us how we did based off our score. We're scoring at 27. The message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji.
JFKs!
3 JFKs.
3 whole
Very
JFKs.
nice. Holy moly, that is the maximum score.
But do not threat.
We will do another round.
We're gonna do another one and see if we can beat it even higher. 27? That's
Yes.
crazy.
Lisa the Star sent a shell as well. Aim sent 7 shells. Cheney sent 10 more. Kate sent 10. It's corn for the corn memoriam. JC sent 200 corn for the shell memoriam. Mint sent 10 shells. PMT sent 10. It's corn. Holy, these are hard to keep up with. Aim sent 150. Thank you so much. Betsy sent a shell. Mint sent 10. Dixie sent a shell. Mint sent 10. It's corn. BJW sent Mike Champ. I don't know. Wow, that's a cool one. I've seen that before. Shady sent 43. It's corn. And Anita sent 99. It's shells. Or shells, not its shells. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ted, you cannot say one emoji for each of the Kennedys. That will put you on a list. This one, when we do, that's like a little cheeky. That one, there's a little black book somewhere they're writing your name for that one.
JC sent It's Corn. Holy moly, still ticking up. And Kenzie sent 2 shells. Thank you. All right, new round. 7 new cards. 7 new cards starting from the top. The score to beat is 27. You want to erase that?
Okay, yeah.
There. We are starting out with a good card. This is movie that needs a Muppet adaptation, movie that doesn't need a Muppet adaptation. Holy, the corn count's still going from JC, passing 175. Thank you so much. And Wolfmaster sent to heart me. Thank you. All right, I'm setting the dial for this one.
You're setting the dial. While you do that, I will answer 2 questions. Steven says, is the score chart based on original rules or 4s given extra card rule? Steven, the 4s given extra card rule is actually the original rules in Wavelength. It is just for the cooperative version and not for the competitive version. We didn't make that up. Those are the actual rules, and the score chart is for that. And then Huge Pine says, how do you donate? We have a Patreon, a link in our bio somewhere is the only way you could do it based off of YouTube. We're currently not eligible, but we are close to it. So if you want to support us on YouTube, you can always head over to the Patreon and you get your little name on the board. All right. That is movie that needs a Muppet adaptation, movie that doesn't need a Muppet adaptation. That is where the blue 4 is. Can you create your own score chart that is more varied at high scores? We have thought about that. We might just have to do it.
We will. We will. It's just we've been working on other things.
All right. I am going to close the board. Mark, you can look. Let's go with...
Holy shit, JC sent 500 It's Corn.
Oh!
Thank you so much, JC. Putting us to nearly halfway to the It's Corn goal, the memorial service for the shells.
I like it. Let's go The Room, first off.
The Room.
The Room.
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau.
I wish people would stop talking about that damn movie. I have to live my life as a Mark post-Room. It's awful.
Okay.
Though, let's see. If Kermit said, "Oh, hi, Mark," that might be a little bit better.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yo, Dixie Pixie sent a shell energy. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a lot of "Oh, hi, Marks" in chat. No.
Next one I'm going to give you, Forrest Gump.
Ooh. Forrest Gump does not need a Muppet adaptation. It straight up doesn't. It's a good movie, as is. It's a solid film. That being said, I'm picturing the scene where Forrest Gump is photoshopped into all those like photos and videos from history, but it's Kermit the Frog instead. And that goes hard. Mm-hmm. That scene alone would make it worth it, but it does not need a Muppet adaptation.
All right. And last but not least, the Muppets movie from Lisa the Star.
Oh, okay, so it's in the middle then. So it's in the middle. That's the middle answer. Dead middle. Don't really need it or not need it. Why am I debating? It's in the middle. I'm locked in.
All right, The Room, Forrest Gump, the Muppets movie.
Yes.
Honorable mentions, All Quiet on the Western Front. Both actually funny as an answer, but also, please don't do that. I think is the perfect kind of blend there.
See Mary saying John Wick too.
Another honorable mention, Grace says The Truman Show. I like that one. But anyway, Muppets movie, Forrest Gump, The Room.
Yo, let's go. That is a 4 to start us off. Very nice. Very nice. Solid. Holy moly, JC is sending more It's Corn. It is still counting up, passing 666. Holy moly, thank you so much, JC. Harley sent 15 It's Corn, adding to the Shell Memorial Service. Thank you so much. Well, in this game mode, when we score 4, it is not worth 4 points, it's worth 3 points. That 3 is not a mistake. Instead of being worth 4, the benefit is to take another card, add to the stack. We would have been at 6 remaining, because there's 4, worth 3 points. We're instead at 7 remaining. I did it quick, because you heard the speech a lot, so hopefully you all understood it. It's stuck, and you understand it. Alright. Don't see any should be 4s in chat, so we're looking good.
Some PK says maxed out a Schindler's List, but which side? That's the question.
Don't say that.
That's the question.
All right, our next custom card from Anita is going to be Unlivable Habitat, Livable Habitat. A fun one, a thinker, if you will.
Oh my god, Mary sent a goat and only 1 shell.
Thank you, Mary. Holy moly, JC sent 1,000 It's Corn.
It's corn!
Single-handedly doing a third of the It's Corn goal, or single-handedly doing halfway to the It's Corn goal, because they did 500 earlier. Thank you so much, JC. That is absolutely amazing.
How do you think that kid's doing right now? He living off royalties? The It's Corn kid.
Oh, I don't know.
How do you think he's doing?
Yo, Dixie Pixie sent to heart me. Thank you so much. That 4 is not visible. I'll spin again.
I hope he's doing good.
This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Naomi sent 5 It's Corn. Thank you. Let's see. This 4 right here is the target. Unlivable Habitat, Livable Habitat. We need to give Corey a hint to give him put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Interesting. JC sent a rose. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. Closing it up. Corey, you may look. Mary over in YouTube chat says The Zoo.
The zoo?
The zoo?
Well, literally it's a livable habitat. That's the whole point of the zoo. However, zoos vary in terms of ethical levels. Some zoos, oh my god, it's like living in the wild. Other zoos need to be shut down immediately. So because that is the case, I think it's going to be on the livable habitat side, but I'm not cracking through the halfway threshold.
Okay.
We're staying up here.
Betsy said shed.
Shed?
Shed, a shed.
Okay, well that's going to take me even closer to unlivable, but it is a shed, so you can exist in there. Legality-wise, maybe not, but you can do it.
And then Carrie with AK says Seattle, Washington.
All right, well that's basically no man's land, so you know. Man, no, I actually don't know much about Seattle, so I can't judge it too harshly.
Massive cost of living.
Massive cost of living. Okay, well then they wouldn't be upset then if I said it was on the unlivable side. If the problem is the cost of living, I think all people in Seattle can agree
That
with
was a
me.
grab on your head.
Yo!
Holy moly, Harley sent a cheer and grab. Thank you so much. Andy sent a heart me. Thank you.
You're telling me I got grabs? Here, now, live, on stream? Could not be.
Placed it out, funny boy.
Alright, I think it's unlivable. I think it's ticked up quite a bit towards the center. All of these things you can actually live in. However, there's a lot of problems with them. Cost of living, zoos being a little more I'll take it up a little bit for the good zoos, but zoos are very unethical. And then the shed, you can do it, but why would you want to?
All right, let's see it. Unlivable habitat, livable habitat. How do we do? Oh, it was a miss. I wasn't actually trying to get you to the unlivable side by saying Seattle.
You should have picked a real place then. You know. Listen, you call me funny guy. You say a name of a place, and the automatic decision in my brain is to dime that shit on the other side.
You should have chose a real place. You chose fantasy places, like a zoo.
Cost of living on the entire West Coast is insane.
You can't trick me. I know that they didn't put those animals there, really.
Someone was saying you didn't catch the crab, which is a good point. Next time it pops up, just you like grab it.
That's a good point.
JC said
for now.
347. It's corn. Thank you so much, JC.
Woo!
Tara sent a rose. K8 sent 20. It's corn. Holy moly, we are about to actually hit the goal. That is astounding. Thank you all so much.
Carrie with a K says, cost of living is crazy. You right. We love that. See, I told you, people from Seattle would not be upset.
Okay, our next card is going to be, dun dun dun,
Holy shit.
dark to light. Ooh, scary. I'm setting the dial for this one.
Us, Rhett and Link.
JC sent 160 additional It's Corn. Thank you so much. A sent 10 It's Corn. We are only 30 away from actually meeting the goal already. We're only like
nope,
an hour.
We just hit it.
Oh, we actually hit it.
We just hit it.
Holy moly, JC got us there. Thank you so much, JC.
Thank you. All right, keep your
close
peepers
my eyes.
closed. Keep your peepers closed. Dark, light, that is where the blue 4 is. Thank you, everybody who's sending the corn. I'll let Mark read them when he opens his eyes because I don't know which ones he's read and which ones he hasn't. So, dark to light, that is where the blue 4 is. Chat, memorize that position because I am going to ask for clues. Ah! All right, it's closed. You can look now.
Yo, Courtney McLaughlin sent an It's Corn, and Shaney sent 7 It's Corn. Thank you all so much.
I'm going to say cave.
Cave. Dark.
Dark.
But when I bust open the roof of the cheese caves, we will see light.
A new light will shine on our new day as I'm busting into the cheese caves.
It will see light until it is safely stored in the darkness of my stomach.
I say, I go with demon.
Demon. The dark demons inside of me.
Tonight will be the night they remember you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna max it out for, reasons. I'll put it pretty far to the dark side.
And last but not least, board gamers.
Board gamers?
Us.
I've heard they're like a dark, twisted Rhett and Link.
Kind of like a dark, twisted Rhett and
Like
Link.
a jacked up in the head Rhett and Link.
Like an evil Rhett and Link. I can't help but notice you're moving the dial more to the light side. As we're saying, we're kind of
Like a dark, jacked up.
dark, jacked up,
Nightmare.
evil, nightmare, crazy Rhett and Link.
Like FNAF sister location Rhett and Link. Alright, I'm locked in here. Caves, demons, and us. The board game.
I cannot believe you. Dark twisted, huh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You cannot reasonably expect me to put it further to the dark side.
There he goes. He's fake dark. And me, I'm actually kind of messed up in the head. This guy, it's all fake.
I guess schizophrenia, Rhett and Link.
Okay, well, no, hold on, wait a second. Wait on that one. I don't know if I approve of that one.
Jesus Christ. Alright. That's nothing. That's a 0. Alrighty. I personally do not think that was the best hint, but let's see. Let's move to worst weapon in a horror movie, best weapon in a horror movie. Actually, we are at 6 cards remaining. Tara sent 2 its rows. Thank you very much. Alrighty, I'm spinning up the board on this one.
Spin her up. I can't, dude, I think there's something seriously wrong with me, psychologically. Because every time I go to close my eyes, I've been taking my hat off. And I don't know why. I don't need to do that.
Power cave's not maxed out. Jillian, because I was thinking of the mouth of the cave. And I mean, you know, like, I was near maxed out, but then the final hints got me thinking, okay, maybe I'm exaggerating how dark caves are. Maybe a lot of sunlight does get into some caves in some places. Worst weapon in a horror movie, best weapon in a horror movie. I'm going to interpret this as best weapon to have if you're in a horror movie. You're defending yourself with this weapon. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. I'm going to say, let's see. Your eyes are still closed, I noticed. From Megan, chainsaw. And from Mint, chainsaw.
Chainsaw!
Yes.
Now this is use it to have or like horror villain use?
You are having it, you're in a horror movie trying to survive.
Okay, Chainsaw's pretty sick, dude. Chainsaw's not maxed out though, because it requires a resource to run properly.
And it's loud.
And it's loud. But when I have it, I feel unstoppable. I feel like they can't get me. Jason Voorhees, more like chainsaw material.
Cena says, baseball bat.
Baseball bat, that's a classic. That's a pretty good one. It's like the classic blunt instrument to defend yourself with. You put some nails in them. You could wrap it with chains. There's a lot of accessorizing you can do with your baseball bat in order to make it more deadly.
Okay.
For self-defense.
And final one, I'll give you, don't want to get secret streams, so I'll phrase it like this. The thing that I have in my Rari.
Dude, that's so stupid. Come on now, you're better than that. I believe in you.
How else would I say it?
All right.
The Gluck.
Now we're talking. Man, if I give him a Glock.
Gluck in my Rari.
To be fair,
17 shots, no 38.
if someone's coming up to you and you hit them with the Glock, no matter what, they're neutralized. Okay? I think that's a common occurrence between anyone. The Glock neutralizes anyone. So that's like maxed good. Y'all have a good one later, Dixie Pixie.
Have a good evening, Dixie Pixie.
I think it's going to be ticked up quite a bit. I can't dime it because of chainsaws.
So there's chainsaw, baseball bat, and the Gluck.
I'm gonna tick it up some, because again, the chainsaw and that one has materials you need in order to get constant use out of it, and the baseball bat is not the most deadly thing in the world. But then again, it's just a firearm, you know.
Hello, happy to be here. Great to see you.
I'm gonna tick it up a little bit because of chainsaw. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, okay. Best weapon in a horror movie, worst weapon in a horror movie. Let's see how we did. All right, it was overshot a bit. Yeah, I mean, you know, in most horror movies, a gun's not getting you out of it, you know.
Tell that to Michael Myers.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen his movies, but I'm pretty sure in most of them,
He's just a guy.
he gets around the gun.
Okay.
He gets around the. He doesn't let them get to the Rari.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, you did. The clue wasn't a gun. It was the thing that you keep in your Rari. And if I have it in my Rari, I also have a car to escape. So that's really good.
It was the Gluck in your Rari. Have you seen the unedited Family Guy clip of where they do the Gluck in my Rari thing, but they don't change the music out this time, and it's just the baseline audio of like, Peter, you're late for church. All the comments on it are just, I can't unhear it, I can't unsee it. It's in my head. All right, we are down to 5 cards remaining. 5 cards remaining. Let's do, let's do not art to art. Not art to art. I'm setting the dial for this one.
You're setting the dial. Spin her up.
He literally always survives getting shot, I think.
I don't think so.
I think you're correct.
All right. Not art to art. That is where the blue 4 is. Chet, give me some clues.
Can you imagine a horror movie ending just because they shot him?
That is the blue 4. That definitely happened. That's like not a imagine. That is most definitely happened. As a matter of fact, I think that's how a lot of things. I feel like it's quite a few horror movies end.
I'm really not positive on that front. I would dare you to name one.
All right, I am going to. Well, that's first off. That's leading because you don't know. You know I don't watch horror movies. I'm gonna close up the board. You can look now. I'm going to say nail polish.
Nail polish. Okay, so that's a little leading. Because I've seen what people do on their nails sometimes, and it is art. People have some very intricate designs, but I'm assuming you're meaning it in the sense of just painting your nails a color. In which case, it is an expression of oneself, but not as much art. So I'll do a little teeny tiny bit to the not art side.
Okay, all right. Next up, I am going to say, let me steal your mouse real quick. Yoink, I have thieved you. I have thieved you, I've stolen it.
I do black with golden rivers on mine. That is very cool.
Ooh,
See,
I
I
like
would consider
this.
that to be somewhat art.
Let's do live streaming.
Okay, once again, loaded.
I'm not making it easy on you this time.
So, you know, me and Board Ghosts have often said we are not artists, we're entertainers. So I would put it on the not art side. And a lot of the work that we do is like the technical side when we make graphics and everything, especially with our old graphics setup. I would consider that somewhat to be art because it is following a theme and trying to convey a specific feeling. The choices are intentional. But if you're going with the definition of art of trying to express a feeling or message from the creator, it would be more lacking in that regard because it's not from us, it's to entertain you. So a little bit to the not art side.
All right. And the last one, let me scroll up a little bit more again. Let me take a little pixie poo. Let me take a little pixie poo. I'm going to say for our very last one. Ooh.
What is this game called? I want to get it. It is called Wavelength. You can find it at your local game store.
For the final one, I'm going to say clothing.
That'll take me to the middle. That'll take me up to the middle. Yeah, you know what? I'll put a little teeny tiny bit to the art side. I'll mirror my placement from before. And I'll lock in here.
You're locking there?
Yes.
All right. So I want to talk about this one real quick because there were a lot of people saying something along the lines, and I know where you would put this, so that's why I did not say it.
I was seeing it. AI art.
AI art.
Maxed out, not art.
Guys, you're talking to people who are film majors and friends of art majors. AI art is not meddling for us. That's like dimed out, not art.
Yes, I know people have lost their jobs from AI art.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Not art to art.
Yes.
Nail polish, clothing, live streaming.
Okay, all right, it was dead center. It was dead center. I was pretty close the whole time. I was thinking about doing it dead center, but I'm like, yeah, let's have a little bit of respect for the fashion experts in the world. That is a 3. I'm gonna roll that as a 3. Very nice.
My logic between all of the 3 things that I said are, you could take them in the most artistic direction possible, being like clothing and nail polish can be huge artistic expression, but also there are so many people that do not treat it as art and just everyday thing, right? They just throw on their clothes for the day, or they just do a clear coat over their nails and they continue. Same with live streaming.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alrighty. We are now down to 4 cards remaining.
Yeah, I'm placing the dial. Spin her up.
Would be a good detective, would be a bad detective from Peanuts. The hints were great. They were very good hints.
Later, Peanut, best of luck.
Oh, just as we're doing your card, too. Have a nice night, Peanut.
Send you all.
Or a nice day.
Mark, we're on the internet. It could be either.
That's fair. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Would be a good detective, would be a bad detective from Peanuts. This 4 right here is the placement. Okay, all right, seen a few coming in. Ooh, some interesting ones coming in. All right. I like these. Setting down the board, closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Nice. I can see.
Okay, let's start off. I saw
Give me a good one.
Harley, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, dude, that guy's got main character, like, plot armor, all right? Like, he could stumble his way into the most convoluted serial killer murder of all time, but because he's Mickey freaking Mouse, legally he can't not solve it, all right?
Next one, Linus from the Peanuts.
Oh, I was thinking tech tips.
They didn't specify, they said Linus, so I'm presuming from the Peanuts. You can presume tech tips if you want.
Believe it or not, I'm more familiar with the tech tips version than the Peanuts version.
What the hell?
But that's, you know, that's mostly because I'm computer pilled. So Mickey Mouse, pretty far.
You're on the bad side.
Wrong side. I think Mickey Mouse would make a good detective. That being said, just because he has plot armor doesn't mean he'd successfully solve it. So I am gonna tick it up a little bit, as well as Linus. That's just a child.
Okay. Somebody else said, I assume Stardew Valley when they said Linus.
Oh,
but they specified in Peanuts he plays the piano.
That's a good point. If it was Linus Stardew Valley, that is just a homeless man. So probably a bad.
Oh yeah, Linus is the one with the blanket.
Oh.
Or it goes right, for real.
Schroeder's the heartthrob that plays the piano.
Linus is the one with the blanket kid. He's not solving any mysteries. He's not solving any mysteries.
And final one I'll give you from Jutoki, Shakira.
Well, the hips don't lie.
Pop artist Shakira. So your hints are Mickey Mouse, Linus from the Peanuts, the one with the blanket, and Shakira.
So Mickey Mouse had me kind of like here-ish. Linus is just, he moved me this way. Shakira's great. She ain't solving that mystery.
If I'm down on the ground and Shakira's first on the scene, I'm like, oh shit.
I'm like, oh fuck, they're never gonna figure it out. At least I know my loved ones are gonna get a sick ass musical riff as she tries to figure out what happened here.
My friends and family are gonna be very entertained, but they ain't going to prison, the one who did this.
Yeah, my friends and family are gonna be very entertained, but they ain't getting no closure. That's for damn sure. Man, it's gotta be would be a bad detective, but how far down is the question. I don't want to dime it because Mickey Mouse I genuinely feel like would make a decent detective. Linus is a child with a blanket, man. He's not doing much.
Do you guys know how Shakira found out her husband was cheating?
She what? All right, well now that's kind of girl boss behavior.
There's Lauren, TikTok chat.
No, okay, well that's kind of goated then. Actually, I take it all back. Shakira's gonna be the first one to figure it out.
Shakira found out her husband was cheating because of the level of jam left in the jar.
Okay, hold on a second. Whoa, okay. Wait, Shakira's kind of goated? Shakira's kind of insane?
I don't know what's crazier, that or her husband cheated on Shakira.
That's a good point. Shakira cheated on should not be in the same sentence. That's messed up.
Okay, all right.
So you swayed me. I'm back on the good detective side.
Maybe I'm down on the sidewalk. Shakira's walking up. I'm like, they're going to prison. Family's getting closure today,
If
boys.
you died in any jam-related incident, Shakira is the #1 person you want on that scene. They are gonna figure it out immediately.
Their body was cut up and put into separate jam jars across the country. We have an expert for this. The red phone on Shakira's desk starts ringing. We have another mission for you.
I told you I'm out.
So, okay, it's gonna be on the good detective side, only barely, because if it's anything not jam-related, Shakira does not have us. They're just gonna do a hit musical number.
Sorry. Why did he cheat on her with the jam jar? I don't think that's what was meant by that.
Yeah, no, that's not barely on the good side. Is that not barely on the good side?
Why did the score go from 19 to 8? We're in a new round. The score ended last round at 27.
All right, I think
No, Zach.
I think it's right there. I'm gonna lock it
Zach.
in. I'm not letting chat sway me anymore. Shakira, the hips don't lie.
No, Mint. No. No.
No.
Alright, we gotta reveal this damn board. Shakira coming in and like the Death Note L theme playing as there's just a hole in the jam jar. Something's wrong here. I gotta get to the bottom of this.
I think I no longer like this bit. I think I want to pull the escape lever on this one.
Wouldn't be a good detective, wouldn't be a bad detective. Shakira, Linus, and Mickey Mouse. Alright, still on the target.
By grace of God, we managed to get points in this round.
Just barely on the bad side. I did not know the Shakira lore, but that is good to know.
Shakira.
Alright, that is 2 points, and we are down to 3 cards remaining. Oh, golly.
My God.
Rhett and Link, where? Sorry, you always get me with those comments.
How the fuck did you
Alrighty.
manage to get points there? I don't know. Genuinely.
Our next
By
card.
the grace of Shakira.
Shakira goes, I permit it.
I permit it.
Belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. I'm setting the dollar this time around.
Belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. Let's see what we got. Belongs, doesn't belong, blue 4. Give me your hints, chat. I want 3 from either TikTok or YouTube or both. Give me your clues. Play along with us. Where do you think? Where do you think that blue 4 indicates, huh? Where do you think it indicates? Let's see what you got. I'm gonna give you guys 1 second to memorize the board, and then I am going to give some clues. I am going to close the board. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna go with bottles.
Nope. Nope. I'll take it up a little bit because I've seen people use bottles as like kind of like trail markers along fences to like indicate like this is a spot that you should return to. But it was on a fence, not in nature. And I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not the worst. It's bad, but it's not the worst ever.
I'll go with tense next. See a lot of people saying it. A lot of people backing it up. I like it. Go tense.
Okay, well that'll take me up. It doesn't belong in nature in the sense of it's not natural, and if it's left there, that would be damaging to the environment. But it's okay to have a tent temporarily in nature if you are camping.
And then last but not least, I'm gonna say house cats.
House cats?
House cats.
What the hell? Okay. Doesn't belong in nature. You probably should not let your cats outside. This is biased for me because I used to let my cats outside all the time, and they romped around the neighborhood freely.
Murdering psychopaths. That's how you got your neighbor.
Yes. Sierra was the cat that was murderous. Willie was not. Phoebe does not go outside, though. We have learned to not let the cats outside. Mostly it's for their safety, but we understand that letting house cats outside can have negative effects on the ecosystem. Bottles, I'll take it down a little bit. I'll go right here.
Locked in?
Yes.
Locked in?
Mine are all indoor, outdoor. Sometimes it depends on the area you live in. And like, yeah, all my cats growing up were indoor, outdoor.
I think, like you said, it has bad consequences on the environment if you have them all. Also, the cats, they're going to get scooped up by like a vulture or an eagle or another big bird.
Well,
But not the Sesame Street one.
my cat's fat asses aren't going anywhere from a bird.
That's true. Yeah, right. Belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. Tents, bottles, house cats. Bang!
Ooh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yep.
Am I still on the target? It looks like it. That's a 2.
Yeah. Still two.
I did have a cat get severely mauled by a fox.
Okay. Not a bird, though. Kind of weird.
Yeah, wouldn't.
Kind of weird that's not a bird.
My cat did win the fight, but just barely. And the cat survived, thankfully, but it was not good. It was not good.
Guys, you're just going to have to live with that, too. And we're all going to be cool about it.
Keep the kitties inside. There's studies done. Yeah, I'm aware. I can't fault everyone for it, because if you're living like on a farm, like it's probably for the best to let them out. That's why you're getting the cat to begin with. It depends on the area, really.
Scramble Meg says, you helped me get through my degree. Found out I passed the biggest part today. Thank you. Scramble Meg, congratulations.
Yo, congratulations. That's absolutely amazing.
Congratulations. Welcome in. I'm glad we could entertain you as you did actual hard work.
Yeah, big congrats. Well, speaking of, we're gonna do helpful information, useless information, custom card from Brittany.
I'm closing my eyes. No, Sky, I said you're just gonna have to be cool with it too.
What game is it? This is Wavelength. Wavelength is the name of the game. We have a tutorial video pinned on our channel if you want to learn how to play. Helpful information, useless information. Custom card from Brittany, submitted in our Discord. If you want to see your own custom cards on stream, feel free to join the Discord. There's a link in the bio. Helpful information, useless information. Okay. All right. It's an interesting one. Setting it down, closing off the board. Corey, you may look. First one I'm going to give you from K8, terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions. Chat, be honest with me. How many of you have read them? Don't say that you read it every time. How many of you have just scrolled past them and hit accept and moved on with the rest of your day? I don't want to hear a single person say they do, okay? Because I know you're a liar. There's people that haven't read it and people who are liars. And that's it. Nobody reads those things, all right? Now, that being said, I can't max it out because, fun fact, if you read the Nintendo one, you find out that you actually, if you buy a Switch 2, you legally can't sue them.
Yeah.
So, it's a little bit useful.
Arbitration clauses.
Yeah.
Zach says YouTube description.
YouTube, who reads a YouTube description? Whenever we upload a short or like a TikTok or something like that, BoardGamers is over there, sweat dripping from his head as he forges the perfect description and caption and title that nobody reads.
I usually write the descriptions.
I actually only did like 2 this week.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Just saying.
Thanks so much.
Listen, when I ask, hey, who wrote the descriptions, and Borgo says, me, it kind of warps my worldview.
And final one from Hosbomb over on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, what you missed on, insert TV show here. So, previously on.
Okay, so 10 years ago would have been great. in the era of streaming, I do not need to see that shit when I just binged the past 6 episodes. All right? When I'm 7 episodes deep and I'm moving on to episode 8 and they're telling me what previously happened on, it's like, yeah, buddy, I know. That was 30 minutes ago. All right? I get it. I don't need it. But that being said, not everybody binges a TV show in one sitting. Some people are normal and watch 1 episode a night, sometimes even 2 or 3 a week. All right? Boring. So that might actually be helpful for them. So I'm not going to dime it. I'm going to tick it up.
This action is performed by professionals. Disclaimer on TikTok. It's a funny one.
Yeah, I think all this stuff is pretty useless. Doesn't really help you. Doesn't really help you too much.
Locked in there.
I'll tick it up a little bit more, so that you can learn about arbitration clauses. Ooh, so fun. And then that's it.
You forgot to consider that the previous Leon inspired the Rick and Morty character, Previous Leon. Do you not remember Previous Leon? So it's a great episode. They got meta. They introduced the self-referential 6.
Chad, sometimes I'm just so tired.
Yo, that is a 3. Very nice.
I should have ticked it up. Shouldn't have ticked it up. Would have been a 4.
Yeah, sometimes recaps are very spoilery, because if it's suddenly showing you a character that you haven't seen in like 2 seasons, it's like, maybe they're about to come back, and it would have been a fun surprise if you didn't show it off in the previous Leon.
No, but that's so useful because now I know what's gonna happen. It's like I'm psychic. See the future.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You feel so smart.
I feel so smart and clever because I thought of that.
1 card remaining. 1 card remaining, and then
God.
Codenames. Yay! I love Codenames.
I love Codenames. I love Codenames.
Woo!
What's up, Elena? Hopefully I pronounced that right.
Welcome, welcome. All right, our card. This is not from Brittany. No.
Get out of there,
Stop
Brittany.
breaking, you graphic. Bad investment.
Get
good
off our
investment.
card.
Get off my plane.
Bad investment, good investment. Oh, I love giving you investment advice from chat. Chat, it's time. Bad investment, good investment. Here's what we got. Bad investment, good investment. Blue 4 right there. Chat, give Mark your most investment advice. I'm seeing some great clues come in. I'm seeing some great clues come in. I am going to close up the board. Mark, crypto.
Middle.
All right. GameStop stock.
I mean, like back in the day, that was good, but
No, we're talking about right now.
yeah, right now I'm
If
gonna
you're
say
gonna go
it.
on
I didn't realize.
I'm gonna say it's a little bit. I'm gonna say it's a little bit bad. It's gonna be middling.
all right.
Crypto gets a really bad rep, and there's a whole lot of like rug pulls in it. But like, I mean, I don't know if you have a few hundred in Bitcoin, I think that's fine.
Well, if you had a few hundred, we're talking about investing, like right now.
Yeah, I think putting a few hundred in Bitcoin is fine right now.
Bitcoin's so wild. Like it could go up $5,000 tonight. You never know.
It could.
Put it all on red. That's what I say. Last but not least, let's do. No, I don't want to say that one. I don't want to say that one. Let me see this. Let me steal your mouse again.
Mr. Stereo Mouse.
Let's just steal your mouse. Here I come. Let's go with. Some very interesting guesses.
That's some Mark's guesses. What the hell?
Oh, you weren't supposed to see that one.
That's a lock. That's a great investment.
Zach, I'll go with it. Graphics cards.
That's certainly not pushing me to the good investment side. If graphics cards aren't an investment, they're a tool. They don't gain value, they depreciate value. If you're trying to turn a profit on graphics cards, you're a scalper, and I hate you.
And I hope you get scalped in the buying process, not anywhere else. Realize that I had 2 definitions as I said it out loud.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Corey's going for that one. Okay.
You know what? No, actually, take it away. You know, I do hope it's the first one. Fuck scalpers, dude. I don't like them.
All right, I'm gonna go about this far to the bad investment side. whatever. Don't invest in crypto. Graphics cards are not a good investment. And what was the other one you said?
The other one I said was something, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Something
All right, I'm locked in.
sure.
Let's see it.
So here's the thing. Before I reveal it, I will say graphics cards, they are actually an investment because when people want to mine crypto, they buy graphics cards up and have a big farm of graphics cards they use to mine crypto.
They're just scalping crypto.
I mean, essentially, yeah.
Yo, holy moly, that is a 4. I thought I missed completely. I really thought that was a miss. Holy.
Oh, he did it. He did it. He's so smart.
God damn. Well, in this game mode, when we score 4, it is only worth 3 points. Remember that. That is not a mistake right there. That is supposed to say 18. The benefit is instead, we get to take another card, add it to the stack, and extend the game. We would have been out of cards, 0 remaining, game over, time for code names, but instead,
One more shot.
1 card remaining.
That 18's gonna carry us all the way to at least 28.
Even Mark didn't bet on Mark. You know.
Always bet on Mark.
Always.
Unless we're playing Wavelength or Codenames, in which case it's 50-50.
Okay. Corey, I'm going to allow you to redeem yourself on this card.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you remember, a while back, we had Out of Control, In Control.
Out of control, in control.
And your hint was a crashing car.
No, that was not the hint. The hint was you crashing your car.
I hardly see the difference.
Okay? Because I didn't say you were in control, but also, you have some leverage there, right?
You fully put it on the In Control side of the board.
I gotta fucking spin the damn board.
Okay. You guys gonna have a lunchtime P&P? Ooh, how you feeling, Corey?
Dude, I literally chugged liquid chalk before I got into the studio today. That's not a bit. I chugged liquid chalk in order to not die while I was on stream.
Your hair looks great today, Mark. Thank you, Lulu. I watched it because I'm going to a film festival later tonight, which I'm excited for. Out of Control, In Control. You guys had more ketchup bananas last night after stream, didn't you? Oh, you know it. We were snacking those on the side. Out of Control, In Control. This 4 right here is the target. These are some interesting ones. Closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Bang, I also wanted to ask in chat before I close my eyes, what are we doing? We're supposed to be live in 4 hours. We stream early on Fridays. So welcome in.
All right, Corey.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how you do.
Don't
we
say
had
it.
our differences last
Please
time.
don't say it.
Sky's hint is airplane crash.
All right, that's much better. Yeah, you're out of, you are not in the pilot, unless you're the pilot, in which case, other side of this spectrum, but if you're just a passenger, and a Boeing and it's going down, that not much you can do about that other than.
What if you see the Hudson?
See the Hudson?
Yeah. Gotta land this plane in the Hudson.
Is it Minecraft rules? If I whip out the water bucket, can I do an MLG clutch on my way down?
I don't know. Ask the survivors of that plane crash.
People in the Hudson, did anybody drop out with a water bucket in hand, right click at the last possible second, negate fall damage, and survive?
Let's see. The next hint I'm going to give you from Hannah: toddlers after sugar.
Okay, that's, yeah. All right, I don't have a toddler, but I've met a few toddlers in my day, mostly family members, and they're crazy, especially when sugar's involved. That is their, you know what? Banana Runts works as both in this instance, right? Give them Banana Runts, they're gonna go crazy. Sugar. Wild.
Let's see. Final one I'll go with it. The government.
The government. Zach, you only have to say it one time. We do in fact see them. The government. Man, getting philosophical on me, getting political on here. Yeah, it's fucking out of control, man. Dude, what's going on? I'm losing my shit.
Please do not give a toddler banana runs. Agreed. Either kind. It's just a bad candy.
Either kind. Don't punish them like that. Yeah, it's just out of control, man. I'm locked in.
Honorable mention from Jeremy: me when I get you.
No, Jeremy, you'd be completely in control then.
Ooh, had to be ticked up a good bit. That is a miss. That is a full-on miss.
You're gonna give me toddlers on sugar, and it's not dime to the left?
Yeah, it's a toddler. If it's out of control, you pick it up, you put it in the crib.
And it's good. And you give it toddler sugar, you pick it up, put it in the crib. It's like a rabid dog in there, like it wants out.
Yes, that you are controlling because you're an adult. It's not like, oh no, it's running the town now. Oh, it's outside, we can't catch it.
Then why'd you say the government then? They are running the town.
Because a lot of people saying it and I didn't know how to tick you back up, and the government is actually too in control.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point,
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get that one.
Alrighty, that means our final score before Codenames is going to be 18. Meaning it's time to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back. There's a chart that tells us how we did based off our score. We scored an 18, meaning the message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is... You won!
Oh my god, we actually did it?
Woo! You got the you won message!
We did
Yay! Yay!
Oh.
It's not Godzilla after sugar. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
You won! Yay!
Codenames time!
Codenames time!
Codenames time!
You guys inspired me to get Wavelength.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. It is a very fun game. Let's see. We are, in fact, going to switch to Codenames. Woo!
Whoa! All right, now that we inspired Miss Vendetta, get that board out of here.
Okay, all right.
Get it out.
We gotta inspire people to get a different game now. But, real quick, if you are enjoying on TikTok, stream is going to go dark for 1 second as we switch over. It will only be a second, no need to swipe away. It'll be like 3 seconds most. Planned outage. We will see you all very, very soon. Okay?
We're gonna cycle stream. Be back in a second.
Whoa, we're back! Whoa! YouTube saw the whole thing.
YouTube, weren't we so cool and insightful?
Weren't we so
in
cool?
the 3 seconds we weren't live on TikTok?
Wasn't that wild? Whoa.
Wow.
That was a little scary.
I was spooked.
What happened? Whoa. Yeah, that's
would
what I
do
was
such a
saying.
thing?
I know, that freaked me out.
You did that and I went, ah!
Ah! Spooky, yeah.
You said so much stuff, I can't believe TikTok missed it. I know, YouTube.
So, I completely forgot we're still live on YouTube during that blip.
I think if you go back in the VOD on YouTube, you can watch me go.
Both of us just like out of character.
Mask off for a second. You do it. That is the closest YouTube will ever get to see is offline Corey and Mark.
We lost our like count. Oh, damn, that's a shame. Yeah, it was at 40,000.
We don't have any crazy goal today though.
Yeah.
So it's not too big of. We're just kind of streaming to stream today.
Oh crap, we did this board already, didn't we?
What the heck?
Let's see.
We did do this board. Yep, this is the one of the ones we ended on yesterday.
We're gonna see how long this takes to change over. We'll give everyone time to come on in.
Switch it up. Same board as last night? Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
Let's see. We're gonna have to do it this way. You're going to have to start.
Oh my god, I'm so privileged. I get to start?
Prep board 7. Is this now a new board? Did we do this one the other day?
I don't think so.
Okay. New board is up. Welcome in, everyone. Great to see you back.
Y'all post often? Pretty much every weekday. Definitely every weekday we're live, and pretty much every weekday we're posting a video now.
Yes, we will be posting a video today. We do a daily wavelength video on weekdays, and I try to post stream clips here and there. Corey might have something in the works as well.
Oh, you spoil them.
Ooh, quite possibly. You're like robots turning off.
Power down for a second. We had to save our power for when the TikTok live went back up.
Yes, but if you do not know how to play Codenames, there is a tutorial video posted on our channel. It's a great video. Go check it out. It's the one that says Codenames Explained or how to play Codenames, something like that. Blue background, me in sunglasses. It is a whole lot of fun. Holy moly. Wow, I managed to find the shells. I was so confused because people were able to do the shells, apparently. Apparently they're just really hidden. I don't know what's up with that. But
Sneaky little shells.
since it's a brand new live, to celebrate the shells being back, we will do a shell go. I need to edit so it doesn't say rest in peace shells. So it's gonna be welcome back shells. I guess they never left. It was just me being stupid. Welcome back shells. And save. Have you already done Wavelength? We did, Joe Kirk. We just finished Wavelength. Are Fridays always early? Yes. Every single Friday, we go 6 hours earlier than we normally do. So we typically go live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time. Instead, we go live at noon Eastern Standard Time. That's 11 p.m. London is when we normally go live, or 5 p.m. London is when we go live on Fridays. Holy moly, Ames is sending shells already. Passing 180 already. God damn. Thank you so much, Ames. 200 shells towards the welcome back shells party. Thank you so much. And yeah, let me start getting a look at this board that we're working with here. So I try to not miss any obvious words like I sometimes tend to do. Look forward to a Friday. Glad to hear. Love the early ones. I'm from Austria, so I don't have to give up my sleep. Yeah, you know, we have a lot of European viewers and just non-American viewers in general, so we really enjoy giving them the opportunity to catch the earlier streams if that's easier for them. All right, looks like Corey has thought of a clue. He's thinking. Let me erase this old score here.
Actually, I lied. Can't do this one. Give me this.
And there you are. Where are the other markers?
I can't do that one. It will not work the way I want it to.
All right, let me grab my trusty blue marker so I can start doing the tallies. We are looking for 9 blue field agents along this board somewhere. Let's see. Professor Oak says USA #1. Professor Oak, shouldn't it be Kanto #1? Or Johto? Where's Professor Oak live?
Come, don't make the joke if you don't know, man.
Pallet Town #1? It's already pretty late in Europe for me. What time is it for you? It should be like, I don't know. We've been live for 2 hours. It was 5 p.m. London when we went live, so it should be around 7 or 8. It's 8 p.m. for me. Okay, still a little late, but not unreasonable. 7 p.m. in England, says Hosbomb. Okay. That makes sense.
It's about when...
Europe's on the same time zone.
Huh.
Western Europe, I suppose.
That's wild.
Man, this is an interesting board.
No, it's not.
Okay. There's nothing cool to say about this board, you guys. It's actually really boring and stupid and lame. You guys should not be engaged with it whatsoever. Please let us know in chat how unengaged you are right now with what you see on screen.
8-bit not that bad. The normal lives are really late. Yeah. I don't know. We could consider at some point you doing earlier streams during the normal week. We need to discuss that. Ted Ursa says yawn.
Thank you. They get me.
All right, you got a hint for us?
Nope, but I'm gonna open the marker and start writing on the board as if I do.
Okay, he's just gonna start writing and let the hint figure itself out.
It's all gonna figure itself out.
Dad Left says I came in on Wednesday and missed Corey. Yes, but you got to see Alston. It was a cool surprise. Oh, and this upcoming Wednesday, we're going to have a new guest on the stream. First time ever appearance. New character unlocked. It's going to be Charlie. Ooh, isn't that exciting?
Okay. I think I've done it.
If you want a sneak peek, you can go hunt down the bots.
Possibly, yes.
There's a different hint I want to give, but I have to give you another hint first.
Okay. Let's see it.
Let's go with invention for 2.
Invention for 2.
Invention for 2.
Parachute. Engine, I'm looking at. Maybe clockwork. Is that Board Ghost's real name? You'll never know. Their legal name is Board. Family name Ghost.
Ghost combo board.
Engine, parachute. Engine makes a whole lot of sense. Shrink, maybe. Corey, show me engine.
Engine.
Wow, okay.
That's absolutely fine. Because I am now going to get rid of banana.
No!
Banana.
Oh my goodness.
Remember invention for 2.
Siege says, can you explain this game, please? There's a pinned video on our channel that will explain it in detail if you want to check that out. I'll do a loose explanation while Corey is thinking of another hint.
Oh, buddy, I already got one.
There are 9 blue field agents on this board. We're trying to discover them. How do we discover them? Corey gives us one-word hints that somehow connect some of these words on the board together. He said invention for 2. So there are 2 words we're looking for, somehow related to invention. I guessed engine, that was wrong. So it's most likely going to be parachute, that's an invention, and maybe clockwork, I'm not really sure.
Hold on, I have to figure out the actual name for this real quick.
Protestant invented a new religion for divorce. That's fair. Boat. Boat could be one for invention as well. I don't think that's a bad one at all.
There we go.
Ooh, they invented
Fixed.
the bob, the best haircut ever.
All right, I got the hint. Let me write it down.
Fiddle, game, whisk. These are possible ones. Someone invented the whisk and the boat. Okay.
Competitive eating 3.
Competitive eating for 3. Apple. Surely it's apple, right? What do you find at competitive eating contests? Your mate, your soulmate. Can I even point at mate? Mate. Mess. Oh, mess. Oh, yeah, that one's more obvious. Mess. Show me mess.
Bang!
Whoa!
All right, we're guessing reds today, aren't we? We're guessing reds. We're guessing
You
reds.
see, in this game, we tried to discover all the red field agents as quickly as possible.
I'm so sad. I can't even say something I want to say right now.
Bob and apple.
I'm so sad.
Let's see another red one.
I'm gonna get rid of. We're gonna get rid of.
Apple for invention because of Isaac Newton. No, because gravity was not invented, it was discovered.
We're gonna get rid of night.
Night. Gotta run some errands. See ya, A. Thanks for being here. And iPhone. Is iPhone on this board? No, I don't think so. I'm thinking about adding in the Discord a channel where people can
Hey, don't look at my screen.
add their own codenames word suggestions. It's gonna be a little bit interesting. I would have to like link it to some kind of sheet or something so people can see the words that are already there. Or I could just blindly, you know what, no, I don't have to do that. I can just let people submit the words, then I can automatically detect if there are duplicates or not, and then I can update the list accordingly. So I saw a few people asking for it. I don't really know how to do Discord, so I'm gonna have to get this guy to make the new channel.
What the heck?
But I would like for people to be able to submit words. There will be some that I veto. There will be plenty that I veto, but we'll see.
Okay, now I have to make sure I spell this one right as well.
Bros, definitely him, says my dad. You know, bros, definitely him. Dad or father is a possible word to pop up on this board. It is not on this board currently, but if you stick around, you might see one where dad does come up on the board.
Pharaoh for 3. Surely we will get the first blue this round.
Apple for invention as in an iPhone. That's what you were saying. And competitive eating also applies to it. So before we address Pharaoh, there it is, at all, let's just do Apple, because that's super, super safe. Corey, show me Apple.
Apple!
Woo! Let's go. That is a point for the blue team, finally. No.
Hey, Apple.
Hey, Apple. Palace. Corey, show me Palace.
Palace!
The Pharaoh lives
doing it.
in the
We're
palace.
doing it.
That is 2 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered. Scorpion, game, Bob, palace, boat. Boat because of the invention, or boat because the competitive eating. I was hoping for the red sweep. Thanks, Luke. Scorpion, it says Andrew Evans. All right, show me Scorpion.
Scorpion! Woo! You got
Very
one
nice.
guess remaining. You can always pass, or you can go for a 4th one.
Sip for competitive eating. Does that make any sense? Sip? Bob, like bobbing for apples? Is that what it is? Am I missing a definition of bob? Am I being like horse blinders right here? Sipping in between the bites. The game for competitive eating. Parachute for invention. That makes sense. Show me parachute. Gary needs a new parachute. All right, just a miss. That's fine. That's fine. That's all good.
Alright.
Bob, short for mummy.
I am going to say nothing right now.
Holy moly.
Instead, reveal a red one.
JC has sent over 576 shells. It is still counting up. Holy moly.
Hey.
Single-handedly getting us nearly halfway to our shell goal. Thank you so much, JC.
Gonna give it a boat.
Boat?
Bonk.
What? But they
Gone.
invented the boat.
Gone.
Holy. Anita showing off the subscriber stickers.
All right, we're just gonna have to do this one, I guess. Right?
Yes.
Hold on.
I thought the Pharaoh had a bob. Did they? It's gotta be Bob then. I'm feeling the Bob. Sip for competitive eating. Saw the Thunderbolts post where somebody was rating all the characters' bobs in Thunderbolts. Thought it was a fun one.
I mean, surely there was like the best one is the actual character.
Well, number 2 was Yelena's Bob, which was a good one. And then number 1 was in fact Bob. Bob's Bob was number 4.
No!
But
An upset. All right. Proper noun rule, so nobody can yell at me. This is a proper noun I'm using. Devil went down to Georgia for 2.
okay. All right, let's see. Fiddle, clearly. Fiddle. Corey, show me fiddle.
Fiddle! Ah! I was attacked by markers. I'm so sorry.
That is 4. 4 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered. Holy moly, JC has passed 1,000 shells and is still going. Jesus Christ, JC, thank you so much. Game. Yeah, it's a competition. It was a game, like competitive eating. Show me game.
Yay!
Woo! Very nice. That is 5 of the blue field agents discovered. Protestant religion. I think we got him for Devil Went Down to Georgia. So we're probably looking for some from either competitive eating or invention. Those are probably the ones we're missing.
The clues I've given is competitive eating, invention, pharaoh.
Oh, Pharaoh. I saw someone saying nose for Pharaoh because the Sphinx lost its nose. There's a competitive eater, Bob Stout. Dude, people are loving Bob. This is a full Bob kind of day. Corey, show me the Bob.
Dude, bobs are sick as hell. It's not right, but they are sick, and I like them.
Love me a Bob.
Love me a Bob, dude.
That's a miss, but it was correct in spirit.
Correct in spirit. And you know what? It's not a red, so that's chill.
Yes.
That's kind of sick. Let's get rid of.
Funny May showing off the miss sticker that all of our subscribers over on TikTok have access to.
Let's get rid of Protestant.
No!
Get rid of them all.
You got rid of the Protestants.
Get them out of here.
That's messed up. Holy moly, JC might actually single-handedly fill the shell goal. They're at 1,600 and still counting. JC, that is absolutely amazing.
JC going crazy.
Y'all have been incredibly generous today.
Thanks, guys.
Seeing Joe Kirk saying shrinking invention. Like inventing a shrinking ray? Maybe. Bunny May sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Bunny May.
I have it.
Clockwork for invention. Jenna, it might be down for that one. Holy moly, we did it. That is the shell goal achieved. JC sent 1,805 shells. Thank you so much, JC. That is, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Why are the likes so low? Joe Kirk, we cycled the stream a little bit earlier, so the like count unfortunately restarted. If we added in the likes from the previous session, I believe we'd be at 50,000 right now. 45K right now. Play again, please. We are working on it. Corey is thinking of a clue for us using every brain cell in the book.
I have to go with this. I just have to go with it.
Bunny May saying WJC. Indeed, WJC.
I have to go with it and accept the consequences of my actions.
Okay.
Coffee for infinite.
Coffee. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Is M&M on the board? Nose, whisk, ground. Coffee grounds! Sip, ground, ground, sip. Sip and mate. Coffee mate, that's a thing too, ain't it? Coffee mate. Let's go sip first. Corey, show me sip.
Sip!
All right. That's good. That's good. We are at 6 out of the 9 discovered. Show me ground, coffee grounds.
Okay, this is the I have to live with the consequences of my action part of it.
Okay.
So that's fine. That's just a miss.
Okay.
That's just a miss.
All right, we need to consider there are some that we're missing, and Corey's probably indicating that we're missing some from invention and competitive eating.
And I'm just gonna get rid of nose.
No, the Pharaoh's nose. Coffee costs a couple bucks, says Luke. Whisk. Why whisk? Can you explain that? I don't understand. Whisking coffee? Buck? Like Starbucks. Oh, and it costs a couple bucks at the Starbucks. Oh, that makes so much sense. Frothing?
All right, that made it easy. Deer for 0.
Deer for 0. It don't cost a couple bucks. It don't. No. No.
That made that clue very easy to give.
What were the previous clues? We were missing some, presumably, from Pharaoh. We are missing some, presumably, from competitive eating and invention. Those are the clues we're considering. The last one is coffee for infinite. It ain't Starbucks though, because it's deer for 0. Whisk invention and whisking your coffee. Mate. I think we may have found all of them for coffee. It may have just been 1. It could have been 2. I'm not confident on the coffee ones. We're gonna go, Jenna, I like it. We're gonna go clockwork. I think it's invention. Clockwork's an invention. Corey, show me clockwork.
Clockwork!
Woo! Very nice. That is 7 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
This board is so... I can't wait to say something about this board when it's over.
Didn't they shrink the Pharaoh's organs after death? Shrink like the Pharaoh shrinking, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really not convinced, but I see some people saying it. Do we like Coffee Mate better than Shrink? It's gonna be that or Whisk. Do we want to put it to a poll? Are we gonna put it to a poll? All right, let's put it to a poll. How about that?
Poll time.
Poll time. Let's see. Which code names do you choose? Your options are going to be mate, as in coffee mate. It's going to be shrink, as in the Pharaoh shrinking, or a shrinking invention. It is going to be whisk, as in whisking your coffee, or someone invented the whisk. And final option, how many guesses when it's 0? This is, you want to explain that rule?
Yeah. I was waiting for you to finish and I was going to answer some questions.
Final one, I was going to say pass on it.
So, a couple questions. Lulu Bell asks, so it says deer for 0, does that mean Buck is the assassin? I can neither confirm nor deny that, but what 0 means is that there are no words on the board, because this indicates how many words we think associate with this name. There are no words on the board that are correct that associate with this word. So no words associate with deer. And when it is 0, because 0 is not an actual number, it is infinite guesses, so you can keep guessing until you get one wrong.
Yeah, I think this is a stupid rule.
I think it's also stupid, but that is what the official rules say.
Written in the rule book.
Written, rules is written. You learn a lot of things in those rule books.
Do deers mate with each other for life or anything? It's possible, but most likely, Corey was just trying to stop us from guessing Buck, because we were guessing Buck for Starbucks. So it is possible he's trying to indicate other things, but the most likely scenario is he was only telling us, don't guess Buck.
Oh no, shrunk.
Nah, no one noticed.
No, someone immediately someone noticed. That's why I read it.
No, they didn't. They didn't notice. You're
My bad. You're so right, King.
All right. Poll is over. The winner over on TikTok and YouTube appears to be Mate. Corey, show me Mate.
Mate!
Woo! Very nice. It was Coffee Mate. Huh, it's wild. I would not have expected that one.
Popular creamer brand in the world.
One field agent remaining. I think it's Buck. It's not. It's not Buck. Buck's the assassin. People have been saying it.
Not me.
Now Shrink.
I can't.
Shrink. Whisk. Shrink was second in the poll, I believe. Show me Shrink.
This is red. We lose.
Lol.
Oh, it's not. It's one.
Oh, we won instead! Yeah! Let's go! Holy.
One instead.
Was Whisk red or a miss?
It was just a miss.
Okay.
We were fine. The two reds remaining were Through and Tiptoe. So I think we were good.
We're pretty safe. We're pretty safe. WW indeed! That means our final score for this round is a 2. Our score in Codenames is always decided by how many red field agents are left off of the board, undiscovered. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you put the other 2 up.
Yeah.
Sorry. 6 made their way onto the board, meaning the remainder 2 is our score.
This was such an interesting board, and it wasn't difficult in the sense that, like, I couldn't come up with connections. It's that all of the connections I could come up with, there were other words that chat liked more for the suggestion. But every single time I gave the suggestion, the correct answers were always, like, the number 2 pick. Right? Number 1 would normally be, like, a miss or something, and everything else was the number 2 ones.
Interesting. Yeah, it was a tough board. Bunny May sent a GG. Thank you so much, Bunny May.
Explain the clues.
Yes.
Invention was Shrink and Clockwork. It took you guys a while to figure that one out, but you did eventually.
Really? It was Shrink.
It was Shrink, 'cause Shrink Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
It's like the number 1 fictional invention that people talk about, Shrink Rays. Pharaoh was Palace and Scorpion. And then there was a toss-up between it either being Mate, because, Pharaoh's Game. So, Game was another hopeful one. Devil Went Down to Georgia. You guys got that immediately. Competitive Eating was Apple, because it's a food. Game, because it's a competition. And then Sip, because in competitive eating, in between bites, they'll take a sip of water in order to help it go down faster.
That one bird says, I knew it, Shrink Ray. I knew it was Shrink. I kept rooting for it. Joe Kirk, that one bird. You guys are right. You guys are right.
You guys got it. Clever.
It'll happen every once in a while.
So yeah, it was one of those things where chat was understanding what I was saying, but there was just one that a majority of people favored more. And all of the correct answers were always the second or third one I was seeing the most in chat. And it's really funny because that persisted all the way to the end, even with Whisk.
Well, a new board has been set. I am your Spy Master this time around.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
see if I can beat the previous score of 2. Do you want to erase those tallies?
I can.
Something.
Yippee! Look at all those tallies going away. Corey and I are the same. Codenames.
Let's see.
On Sip. Still choose Pharaoh Shrinking? Yeah, I don't know what that one's about. That was a happy coincidence that you guys were associating that with shrinking. What time are we going to? Probably until about 3-ish, so like another 40 or so minutes Eastern. It's 2:21 where we're at. It's Spit, Lock and Spit, right off Breck. Right off rip. Resurrect says no matter what the clue is, it's Spit. I like it. Lock it in. Maybe
Okay.
Shrinking Mummies. Do mummies shrink? Is that like a notable mummy super? Did I miss that update? Was that in the patch notes? I missed that? Mummies can shrink now? Is that a new thing on the lore? I didn't get to watch this today. Did Corey eat a P&P? Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, I ate a P&P, and also chat made me eat a banana dipped in ketchup. So, disgusting. They would shrink their organs? Isn't it not like shrinking organs? Isn't it just like dehydrate them?
Embalming does shrink whatever you embalm.
Okay, that's fair then. I guess I never considered it because it's not like literally what they're doing, it's just embalming. But that tracks, that makes sense.
Kind of a symptom, if you will.
It's a symptom. kind of like of the sickness that I am.
Let's see.
Beethoven, Germany, and concert on the board is amazing. Laura, I can assure you it's only amazing if they are all blue words. If not, it might actually be a nightmare for Mark. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm kind of down with it. The sickness, that is. Katie Bug, I missed the banana and ketchup. I wish I was you. Wish I missed that. That would have been nice. I can't say it's in correlation to what happened on stream yesterday, but I did need to down some liquid chalk before I started stream today.
Your first hint for the new board is going to be fashion for 3.
Fashion!
Yo, K8 sent 5 GGs. Thank you so much, K8.
The glove. It's fashionable. Bow tie. That makes more sense to me. Show me bow tie.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 1 out of your 9 blue field agents discovered.
P&P. That's a peanut butter pickle for those uninitiated. Glove makes sense. That's also fashion. Show me glove.
That is correct as well. Very nice.
I love that. How do I play? Oh my god, I have such good news for you. If you go to our channel page, one of the pinned videos, it's the one with the cool lighting. It says how to play Codenames. That'll give you an in-depth rundown in 2 minutes on how to play right here, right now with us. Go check it out. Needle, to sew. You sew your fashion. That makes sense. Criticize, you criticize fashion. I like needle more. So I think I'm gonna say it, and then if it's wrong, we can get back to criticize later. So show me needle.
That is incorrect.
So
Alrighty.
keep in mind, criticize, lock that in there somewhere.
Time to reveal yet another red one. Let's do
Press is also a good one too.
Beethoven. It's belonging to the red team.
He would never. Well, no, that makes sense because we have country Mozart, so city Beethoven is definitely red. Mm-hmm. It's like an evil, dark, twisted. Evil, dark, twisted. Evolution of fashion. 0 fashion. There are a lot of options for fashion, Maggie. You are correct. Press is good. Criticize is good.
Real quick.
Evolution. I'm not confident evolution is the answer, but if it winded up being correct, I wouldn't be shocked. That typo was like Scooby-Doo wrote it. Is there a typo somewhere on here?
Which one?
I don't know. Could be any. Could be all of them. Oh, in chat.
Oh.
Basketball shorts like fashion icon Adam Sandler. Oh my god, yes. Yes, he's rocking the runway in them basketball shorts. I want to see, send him to the Met Gala.
Well, now that it's off the board, your hint is going to be Beethoven for 3.
Concerto. Beethoven. Germany. Beethoven was German, yeah? Yeah, that makes sense. Show me Germany.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 3 of our blue field agents discovered out of 9.
A lot of people are saying pitch. Music pitch. Alright, more people are saying pitch than concert. I personally think concert's more likely, but there's no reason they can't be both right, so show me pitch first.
Nope. That is a red one to reveal basketball. It's belonging to the red team.
Oh, now everyone starts saying concert. Everybody comes out. I say, well, look at all the people saying pitch. I'm going to go for pitch because so many people in chat want to say it, but I think concert's more likely. I'll do what chat wants, and then immediately, after the red's revealed, flooding in chat concert. Oh, how the turntables. Yeah, it's probably concert. It's probably concert. You guys are probably right in that one. That's probably right. I'm just sitting in line for a drive-through pharmacy right now. Hey, that's a good point. Isn't pitch more for breathing or sing? Sorry, I saw someone tell me to take a breath. I will not. I'm gonna lose it. Is it pitch more for singing? No, I think you can have like a pitch. Pitch is based off of like anything, I think. I don't know. I'm not a music man. I'm not a music man. Oh, the chat was in the way. It's male, lol. Is Beethoven famously related to male?
It'll clear screen when you get chance.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to do that, though. I know which one's which. Is it swipe up for TikTok?
It's not. Yeah, go ahead. Give that reading.
No, it's swipe to the left or right, or is it hold?
It's right.
To the right. Swipe to the right and it clears chat.
On Android, and if you're on iPhone, you tap and hold, and it'll give you an option to clear
Because
display.
that's why I asked you, all right? I don't know why you're making me give it. I don't know the answer. That's why I asked.
I thought maybe you had heard it enough times.
No, I kind of
Guys,
tuned you
if
out.
chat is in the way of the board, what you can do, if you're on iPhone, tap and hold the screen, it'll give you an option to clear display. Or if you're on Android, you can swipe to the right, and it will clear the display, so you can see the board better.
Come on, I said pitch before concert. Clearly, I'm not all there today, all right? Don't do this to me. Don't do it to me! Obviously, it's lunch, because Beethoven probably ate at some point. Vic, you're not wrong, and that's what makes me angry.
Break for infinite.
All right, show me concert first, then.
Concert is correct.
Yes!
That is 4 of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
Jeez, he's going for an infinite already. That's crazy.
I am.
Lunch! It's like, God, Vic was right! That's insane! Show me lunch!
That is correct.
That's crazy! They were right! They were right!
That is 5 of the 9 blue field agents discovered. What does infinite mean? Means keep guessing. Means keep guessing until you're done.
Keep guessing until we get something wrong.
Or until you're not confident and want to pass.
Criticize was one that we were talking about for fashion earlier on. And if it's for infinite, it means not all of the words relate to break. It just means he wants us to keep guessing. So we have to kind of refer back. Criticize, we're talking about criticize, fashion, that happens a lot. Press was another one we were talking about. Whole, lunch, pail, chew, whole first, break first. Don't forget press, yeah. Spit break, chew break, hole for break. Why hole for break?
You don't go in the hole for the break.
I don't go hole. Are you just saying if something has a hole in it, it's broken?
The communal hole.
First break? Why first for break? Am I crazy? Is that something I don't understand? Asleep? Asleep gives your eyes a break. That makes sense. If you you take a little nap, that's a break. So if you're asleep, you're taking a break. Show me asleep.
That is correct.
All right. Hey, look at that.
Back on track. That is 6 out of the 9 blue field agents remaining.
Do criticize before I gotta go so I can know for sure. Press on something to break it. I'm gonna do press and then criticize, and then we'll bring up poll for the remaining ones. So show me press.
Wrong. Buddy's wrong too.
My name's Mark, and I just want to shit on everyone's parade. My name's Mark, and I think you're stupid when you pick something that chat thought was really cool and you kind of agreed with because you thought that could make sense. Press goes to the fashion shows, but I'm Mark, and I say,
My name's Corey. Every once in a while I go, let's keep one in the back of the mind. Then there's an opportunity to guess it. And then you
Press was one of them! Press was one of them!
You specifically said.
Press was one of them!
He specifically ended the round. All right. Not that that's any hint of anything.
Yeah, I think you got your answer.
Let's see. Let's think of a good hint now.
Mark for infinite, number 1, criticize. Lock it in. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You can only give that clue now that Buddy's off the board.
Which one?
Buddy? Because it was red.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have said Mark.
Oh. Sorry, I thought if I said Mark, you said like spit or something, because you spit on me, or 0, because the amount of good clues I give in your opinion.
Well.
Or hole, because that's where I should be.
I ended that with a compliment, and then you spun it back on me like that.
Mark, let's see, 6 feet down in a hole.
I can make it happen. I can make it happen. What did that P&P do to you? Listen, sometimes God has his strongest soldiers, me, fight his toughest battles, and that's streaming with a tummy ache. Okay? So I'm kind of being really brave today. I've done it a few times, Chad. I know I'm being a little brave.
Vanilla ice cream for 2.
Shall we criticize?
That's correct.
Wow.
Hey, nice one.
Wow, it's almost as if multiple rounds go by, and almost during those rounds I say, wow, I really like this one, I really like this one, and there's multiple of them, and when Chad's screaming one at me, I go, I like Chad, I'm gonna go with it. Show me cone.
Cone is correct. You got 1 field agent remaining. 1 singular. 1 left. And you got 1 guess left too.
Vanilla ice cream. pale. Because it's chew, because Mark is the kind of guy to chew ice cream. Mark is kind of sick and twisted enough in his head to chew
Yo,
ice
Sarah
cream.
sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Spit. No, this is Mark we're talking about. In no world is he spitting out ice cream. It doesn't matter what flavor it is.
I swallow. Let me tell you, I ain't spitting out that ice cream.
Jack, clip that.
Jack Lippet. Jack Lippet. Pale. Zero. Sub-zero is cold. Pale. Oh, make? You make ice cream?
Mark.
What'd he do? You're gonna yell at him for saying the truth?
Swallows?
I think we need a poll. I think it's poll time for the final one. I don't want to be yelled at again. Later, Ray.
Well, have a nice evening.
Later.
Start a new poll. Which code name do you choose? What are the options?
Pale, number 1. P-A-I-L.
P-A-I-L.
Yep. Which is, it's like, you know, bucket pale and not like flush in the face pale, so maybe not. Spit is the next,
Spit, which Mark doesn't do.
which Mark does not do.
I don't do that, let me tell you.
That's what quitters do.
Chew,
Chew.
and then the last one is going to be, we can't pass, we're not cowards, there's one remaining. Mark might want to pay. Oh, pale ice cream makes sense to me. Yeah, I get that. The last one, we're gonna go first because so many people were screaming at me before. Now's their chance. They really believe it in their heart of hearts.
In my heart of hearts, 1 minute on the poll. First.
First,
No, I said the last one.
just start the damn
Funny
poll.
guy, polls there.
Just, you're lucky about today. Sono,
Funny man.
killer. Vanilla ice cream is not a killer though. I mean, it is. Well, no, it is killer. When I see vanilla ice cream, I'm like, oh shit, that's killer, dude.
Every time.
Every time there's ice cream around. Pale is winning by a landslide on TikTok. And it's 50-50 split on YouTube. Why vanilla ice cream though?
I'm surprised you didn't bring up that question any sooner, Corey.
No, like here's the thing.
I'm real surprised you didn't bring into the conversation at all it being vanilla ice cream.
I did at the very beginning. I did literally at the very beginning. Literally literally the first thing I said. You can this time I'm actually being serious. You can check the takes. Oh, pale because it's vanilla ice cream.
That may be the most important factor to consider.
Literally the first thing I said. Literally the first thing I said.
First, and then you moved on when it is the most important thing to consider on this board. Winner's pale. You want to see it?
Yeah, show me. Ice cream.
All right, it's wrong. It's so is whole. Let's see. Second for 1.
First? You trying to get me to say first?
I'm not trying to get you to say anything. You can guess.
First? So you say second for 1 is the clue?
Second for 1 is the clue. I told you it's spit. Trust.
I guess show me first.
That's correct! Yay! Yay! So I'm trying to connect first and cone. Vanilla is the first ice cream flavor. It's the first one listed everywhere, and likely it was the first one invented. Vanilla is the first ice cream. I can respect the people who said pale, because at least that is somewhat connected, but I was going for first.
That's the one I was hinting at the entire time, and you're gonna yell at me like this in front of our chat?
Yes.
That's insane.
Because there is a huge lack of discourse. I respect the fact that you mentioned it at the beginning, but the biggest discourse would have to be about why this modifier is here.
Interesting note. Chocolate ice cream came before vanilla ice cream.
Thank you, Board Ghost. I was looking for that. Actually, chocolate ice cream should have been the better answer.
It is the first one listed on any ice cream flavor.
In front of my TikTok chat, you're gonna say that?
Should have been spit. Should have been spit. You know why it should have been spit? Spit would have been just a miss. Spit would have been a miss instead of a red one. The ending score is 1 because every incorrect guess was in fact a red one. Chu also belonged to the red team. Sono, I hate to say it, but you were fighting tooth and nail for the assassin who was killer.
Oh, it's fitting.
Yes.
It's fitting.
But hey, at least we ended. At least we found all of them at the end. It was not a loss. Our assassin was killer. Should have been spit.
You know, I really like Codenames. It's a very fun and enjoyable board game, but every time we stream it, I can feel the literal years it takes off my life.
Well, do you want to do one more board?
I can manage one more.
You can manage one more?
I've been brave all stream with my tummy ache. I can be brave for one more game.
Okay. Reset some nonsense.
Yes, please.
Here you are. Here's this for you.
Warrior.
True warrior.
True warrior. Like any warrior, I need my weapon of choice in this battle, which is going to be antacids.
Yo, give me one too, because they taste good. I don't need it.
That's insane.
This is for sport.
I'm gonna take my mic off while I chew these.
I love chalk. Are the placements of the blue and red random, or do you choose where they are? They are random. They are randomly generated before stream, and then the placements are baked into the individual boards. So if I were to, we're on board 8 right now, have a little numbering system too. If I were to move to board 9, which is going to be this is a preset board. If I were to move to this board and then move back to board 8, which is this one, the red and blue placements would not change. They are randomized, but they are baked in to board number 8 and board number 9.
I hate the chewable ones. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
If I want them to be randomized again, I have to generate another 1 through 10 boards, and that's basically how it works. And the reason I do that is so that I can provide these printouts for people who aren't sitting in my position where they can see the board more clearly. Tums are good to draw with. I have heard they're really good to draw with, and the sidewalk chalk is actually really good if you have a stomach ache too.
We actually used them to mark up the chalkboard on the old version of Codenames because we didn't have any chalk here.
Hey guys, I'm late. Oh good, welcome in Sammy, glad you're here. Just in time for the last game of Codenames, yeah. Yum yum yum, Tums in my tum. Indeed. Chad, I just love the taste of Tums. If it was societally acceptable, I'd eat them as candy. I wish there were more chalk-based candies.
Eat too many of them will actually mess you up.
I know, that's messed up. Why did they design them that way? Gotta go, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, Bunny May. Thank you so much for being here. Do you need to change the previous round number to 1? No, just because I could, but 2's the score to beat. That's the high score, so I like to keep just the highest score there. Smarties exist. Smarties are not chalk, they are sugar. And Smarties are fine, I like them, but they are all sugar. Bottle caps! Oh my goodness, I forgot bottle caps exist. Those are so good. Bottle caps are like Smarties if they were great. How often do you go live? Every weekday.
Gotcha for 3!
Costume for 3, gingerbread man costume. Dress as a salmon costume. Spider, Spider-Man. Mouse, staff, spider, comic costume. I really like Spider, but I'm seeing a lot more comics. All right, I will not disagree with the people. Show me comic.
Comic!
Woo! Very nice. That is 1 blue field agent to start us off. Staff.
What's up, Jess?
As in a staff costume. What's a staff costume? I don't know what that means.
Gandalf.
Lightsaber. Do we like lightsaber more than Spider? As in Spider-Man, the most popular costume to exist? Jesus, I've seen so many. I see 1 gingerbread. Mouse. Belt like utility belt. I'm only seeing 1 spider in a wave of lightsabers. I really think it's Spider. But I'll go with the people. Show me lightsaber.
Lightsaber!
Woo! Very nice. And this is where the people's opinions come to an end. This is where the tyrant steps in. Show me Spider.
Should have listened to the people.
Well, Molly said spiders. I was listening to Molly.
Way to throw her under the bus the second it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Done and dusted.
Molly left in the dust. Poor Molly.
Oh dear. I think it's a reasonable guess. I think it is a very reasonable guess, considering Spider-Man is the most popular costume to exist.
All right, I am going to.
Oh, Mark, ouch. Sorry, Molly.
I'm going to reveal a red. We're going to get rid of Mouse.
No,
Goodbye,
okay.
Mouse.
Well, Mouse was one of the other popular ones, so it is much better that we went with
True.
Spider than Mouse. So maybe we're looking at belt as a utility belt. Hair looking good, say Mark. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. I put some leave-in conditioner in it because I'm going to a film festival later, so I want it to look nice. Maybe it's staff costume. Can anyone explain what a staff costume is? Anthony says Rhett and Link again. Staff like wizard. Oh, staff as in a staff uniform at work. You carry a staff like security staff. Wouldn't it be so much cooler if a security staff was just like Gandalf's? That'd be pretty cool. Washer, to wash the costume. Or a whoosher, to whoosh the costume. You shall not pass. Staff makes sense if lightsaber was correct. Fair enough, Sarah. When teachers dress up, staff costume, shrug emoji. Fair enough. I'm feeling gingerbread. I could go for a gingerbread. Washer, I hardly know her.
It's a problem for 2.
Problem. Jam. If you're in a jam, that's a problem. If you get mugged, that's a problem. Jam. Point, drill. Drill, jam. Okay, I see one jam. Tired for problem. That is a problem, but I think being stuck in a jam is a big problem. Aloha, board ghost. Deep, deep, deep problem. Deep trouble. Okay. Okay, I understand deep trouble, but jam literally means a problem. Can I see a few more jams? Sammy saying jam. All right, it's enough. It's not Mark being a tyrant. Sarah says it too. Show me jam.
Jam!
Woo! Very nice. That is 3 of the blue field agents
Show me
discovered.
Shakira! Damn, though. Oh, man. God, that could have been such a better clue if I could have worked it into something else.
The jam detective back on the scene.
Shakira
Alrighty.
for 1.
Still missing one for costume.
Is one the costume?
Problem. Mercury, because it's in retrograde, RN. Bank, staff, Shakira is tired. What was the word? What word was the red one?
Mouse was the one I got rid of.
Mouse.
Jink.
Mouse.
Jink.
Tired, because everyone else's problem. I saw a lot of tired. Alright, show me tired.
Tired. That's a tough beat. That's a tough beat. I'm gonna get rid of time.
No!
It's gone.
We're out of time!
We're out of time. It's all gone.
Belt for costume. Okay, I'm thinking about it. Problem, bank problems. What about whale? Because it could be a whale of a problem.
This is gonna be a silly one.
Big problem. It's a whale of a problem.
I'm gonna give you 1 for 4.
Okay. Yo, Michelle Bacchio sent a "You're awesome." Thank you so much. Oh, a hint for 4.
I'll give you 1 for 4. We haven't done it yet today, so I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone, give you 1 for 4. Fun for 4.
Fun. Ooh, hopscotch. I'm looking at hopscotch. Baseball. I want my baseball.
There's no crying.
There's no crying in baseball. Hopscotch. Show me hopscotch.
Hopscotch!
Very nice. 4 out of the 9 field agents discovered. Show me baseball.
Ain't no crying.
Ain't no crying in baseball. That is 5 of the blue field agents discovered. Phone gingerbread. Fast phone. Phone being fun. Fun to talk on the phone. Fast. Show me phone.
Phone!
Ooh, very nice. You got games on your phone?
You got games on your phone, dude?
Whale of a time.
What do we play?
Or
Clash of
problem. Oh, it could be a whale of a time. That's fun. Gingerbread is fun and a costume, says Sarah. That's a good point. I'm seeing a lot of gingerbreads. Gingerbread house making can be fun. I think it's peanut butter. Any reason why? Everyone
not
has
on the board.
Everyone has a fun mug. Ooh, the fun mug.
Gotta pull it out.
Baking's not fun. Being too fast could be a problem. Do you want to set it to a poll? Let's set it to a poll. Why not? I don't feel like making a decision here. Let's see. Start a new poll. Edit. Which code names do you choose? Your options are going to be... Okay.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
You ready, Board Ghost?
I'm ready.
The option is going to be
Look at it.
gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
It's going to be mug, as in the fun mug.
It's a good mug.
It's going to be whale, as in a whale of a time.
Whale.
And the last one will be fast.
Set.
All right, the poll has started. Let your voices be heard. 1 minute on the clock. The hint is fun for 4. We are also considering problem for 2, which we missed. And was there one before that as well?
Costume.
Costume for 3. Where is peanut butter? That is like actually just not on this board. That is fully
in your
not.
cupboard. Go have some. Yum yum. It's Peanut Butter Friday after all.
Gingerbread is in the lead. Whale of a time coming up in second currently. Looks like Mug might be taking the lead over on YouTube.
You know, I look over. You say whales in second, which you're technically not wrong when you say that. However, I can't help but notice it's a bit of a discrepancy between the two.
I'm biased. I like whale. It's a whale of a time. What was jam? Jam was blue. That was a correct answer. It was one of the ones for problem. You're in a jam. I don't know. I think I'm having a whale of a time, despite what the poll says. The winner by a wide margin is gingerbread. Corey, show me gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm gonna reveal Mug.
Ooh. He didn't reveal whale. He did not reveal whale. So unless he says blowhole for 0, we could crank out a whale.
Do not do that. Do not crank out a whale. Please, God, I beg you.
Peanut butter crackers. That's what they called us when we were in the P&Ps. Sorry,
You gotta warn me before you say something like that. You gotta warn me, man.
that wasn't a necessary comment. He also didn't reveal staff, just saying. Good point, though. Good point. Whale blowholes are fun. It's also a whale of a time. A fun staff. Ooh, a fun staff you work with. That could be nice. Or belt. How do you keep your pants up?
Belt.
Peanut butter spoon kind of girl. Jess, I feel that entirely.
I'm so peanut butter pilled, it's crazy. Man,
Staph infections is
I
a
like
problem.
this. Hole for 3.
Hole for 3. Whale! Whale hole! The whale has a hole! We're having a whale of a time! Show me whale!
Yeah!
Wow, and there's 2 left. So all the words left on the board are connected to hole. Drill. Drill. You drill a hole. Drill in a hole. Deep hole. Belt. 'Cause belt has holes. Ooh. Belts do have holes, but you also drill a hole, and it could be a deep hole. You know what? I believe in it. Show me belt. Belt! Very nice! 1 remaining. It is either deep or drill. It is either deep or drill. The staff also has holes, though. Drill. I'm seeing a lot of drills. Bank. There's a hole in the bank. Drill 100%. Let's see it.
Drill, baby, drill! Yeah! Whoa, there's a thing on my face.
Yeah, holy moly. Mac sent a big shout out. Thank you so much, Mac. Yeah, I saw the little thing floating there.
Egg spitting entirely. Not all holes are deep, but all drills make holes.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I couldn't.
Very nice. Welcome back, Peanut, by the way.
I'm so glad you got whale of a time. Because that's why I got rid of time.
Really?
That's why I waited to get rid of time to give that hint.
Because it would have been fun time.
Yeah, well, fun time, but also if I'm saying fun, I'm trying to get you to get you to guess whale of a time.
That's a whale of a time.
You know, I can't have time in there if I'm trying to get you to guess whale.
A whale of a problem. Yo, Mac sent hearts as well. Thank you so much, Mac. Well, guys, if you enjoyed Codenames and you want to see more, or if you want to see Wavelength in the future, super fun, or see our daily videos that we've been uploading just for you.
Just for you guys.
The only way to do that is to hit that follow button if you're not already following. It really does help out the channel. We've been trying to get to 10,000 followers on TikTok for a while now.
Guys, I think if you help us get to 10,000, all the people who followed before then is actually kind of cool and awesome and epic.
Yes, yes.
10,000 on YouTube.
You could be the one to make it happen.
Also, if you
moly.
like us, we're on YouTube too. So you can go over there and subscribe and follow for hopefully cool stuff eventually.
We got some people following. Thank you so much. That redeemed me for the Sugar Toddlers. It's all good, Hannah. I think it was a fine hint, Sugar Toddlers. We are ending the night with 60,000 likes across the platform. Thank you all so much. We'll be live on Monday. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York time, or 11 p.m. London time. If you're not following, the algorithm will not bring you back. I assure you.
If you're not following, the algorithm will say you never want to see these guys again. Get them out of here. Never on their FYP again.
What was the assassin?
Oh, the assassin was Line.
Lime?
Line.
Oh, lion. Okay. Fair enough. The fun line.
Fun line.
Alrighty, that's all we have for you tonight. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Still live on YouTube.